should be it. Yes, we should be live right now. Hello and welcome to the padded room number 17. 17 without any permanent injuries.
Yeah.
I'd call that a win. Don't
No
ask me
missing
to
fingers.
explain it, but no missing fingers, no missing limbs. Everybody's sanity. Yeah, well.
Don't.
Yeah, just don't.
Yeah, don't go
that was
there.
questionable before this started. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
we've only had like one repeat visitor, though. Most of them come on for once, and that's it. Like special guest. They're like, "Oh, I had a great time." And they're like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, Damien's been on a couple of times, and Joe Kathy Lynn's been on a couple of times, and Doc has been on a couple of times. Yeah, probably.
Probably. Now I'm right there with Jack. I'm like, I don't even remember that show, guys. Did we record it?
We did. It's on the YouTube page.
The YouTube.
Okay. Well,
And there's our comment ninja already.
All right, we're in.
yeah, here for the boobs.
I mean,
Hello, Tim Brooks.
Yes, right away.
I get it. At least he's honest.
we have at least one more person who's showing up fashionably late, possibly two. But for the moment, we have the usual suspects, Mr. Dungeon Dan Newbell.
Hello.
That's Mr. Jason Aston. Miss Jen Amato. The comment ninja Tim Brooks. And special guest Damien Lee, for whom we got to have the Damien love. So we got shades. Yes,
I wish I had sunglasses. I feel left out.
You live in Texas and you don't have sunglasses?
I keep them outside, in the van and stuff.
So they're cooking and they burn your flesh when you put them on.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's hardcore, that, to be fair.
But it holds them on when the sweating starts, It's burned into my flesh. They won't fall out.
That's right.
Permanent branding.
Okay, then. So, last week when we did this show, I announced that the topic would be cults. I've since changed my mind, as was predicted.
Surprise.
Surprise. So today, our topic of conversation will be to answer this question. Who is your favorite serial killer? I know everybody has one.
What timing?
What the hell was that?
This is not going well for me. Why do you shut these phones up? No, I don't have ED. I don't need your service. Sad thing is I get like 5 of these a day. I don't know who told them, but fuck me. All right, there's got to be a silent mode here.
Disgruntled ex-girlfriends, maybe? I don't know.
That'll be a long list. I'm sure they got a lot of nice things to say.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Of course, it's not my fault. I'm the
Never.
innocent one.
Mm-mm.
And here she is.
The lady of the hour.
That's
Ah,
right.
Dee, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I can't see anything. I'm like, I'm all blind. I'm all blind and stuff. And I just walked outside, so you could see my bright blue skies here.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Mm-hmm. Temperature going down, I trust?
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little cooler than it has been. But it's not bad because, it was hot. And up here in Maine, when it's hot, it's also wet and sticky. And so, yeah, this is way better. There are only so many clothes you can take off before you get arrested, you know.
Well, yeah, but by some bizarre coincidence, your popularity climbed. So,
You do get noticed.
I'm just saying. Now, before we go any further, and I don't want to hit this. Actually, I do want to hit this very hard. I don't want to soft sell this in the least. The entire reason we are here is that woman right there,
Yes.
DJ Cooper.
Yep.
We would not exist, and none of this would exist if not for her. So, give it
So
up
are you-
for the lady.
So pretty much
Yay.
it's Goddess DJ.
It
No
is
fuss.
indeed
Just throw money.
perfect. The perfect answer.
Now, on the other hand, when myself and Jason act up, you can blame Dee because she started all this.
That's right.
Fuck, okay, I'm down.
Well, you know, I'm sorry. Everything is my fault. World War II, it was my fault.
I
Everything
knew it.
was
That
my fault.
conspiracy's right.
I
Yeah.
heard that conspiracy also.
Yeah,
The
everything.
Lindbergh baby, it's you. You
Mhm.
did it.
Jeez. Oh,
Damn, we
there she
scared her
is.
off that fast.
And she's
Alright.
done.
You
I
did
think
that,
that's
Jason.
gonna be I think that's going to be a record.
I did nothing. Somebody probably heard her and was like, "Nope, shut her down." We got
Scott Baker's monitoring.
her. Send the vans.
Okay, so today's topic, D, if you could call it a topic, is who is your favorite serial killer? So tell us, D.
We can't hear you.
It's apparently
No,
the
don't
silent
tell her.
killer.
That I'll remember.
There
that.
we go.
I,
There
I'm
we
going to
go.
remember that.
We could have made up our
Right
own
about
dialogue.
now- yeah, right about now, I think my favorite serial killer is Jeff because I just died a pointless and brutal death.
Brutal.
I didn't even get to figure out who done it.
Mm-mm.
Look, interestingly enough, the deaths that come after yours are even more pointless. I didn't think that was possible, but it is. So anyway, D,
Yeah.
who's your favorite serial killer?
Ted Bundy. At least he ate his victims.
That was Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer ate
Yeah,
his
okay,
victims.
yeah. That was him. At least he ate his victims. You know, nothing went to waste.
Waste not, want not. That's a good
You know,
attitude to have.
he's
I was
actually
not expecting that.
he's actually the one I think I have the most jokes for. I don't care. Like nothing is sacred to me. Most of you know this by now. Like
Go ahead, spill it.
The heaven versus hell baseball game. They're like, look at this kid Dahmer out on the mound. He's got one hell of an arm. He's got 7 in the freezer. Or, during the pandemic, somebody said something of as soon as they said no more handshakes, he's just sitting there. Oh. The list will keep going, but they get so much worse. And I really don't know if I want the public to know that part of my no.
Yeah, that's
Because
just
I'll get
wrong.
you'll get you get ED emails. I'm gonna get ones for therapy. All right, like I ain't going to either.
You need the ones for therapy.
That ship has sailed, buddy.
It's right here, and I'm airing it out with you, loons.
That's right. I own that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Damn it. So, Dan,
Jen?
Dan,
Dan.
Damn it. I knew it was going to be me. You know, you pick a one subject. I literally don't have shit to say. Serial killers scare the living hell out of me. I don't have a favorite. I don't like none of them.
Huh.
That shit is so real. I don't even like serial. Well, actually, I do like serial killer movies, but that's just an illness. But yeah, it just scares me. These guys are so random. They could be walking in front of your house, decide I'm going to go into this one and
Go
just kill
that
everybody.
person. Yeah.
Yeah, they freak me out. So I don't really have a favorite.
Stay
Sorry.
away from Jeff because obviously he is one in secret. You know, he's like incognito serial killer.
Yeah, he seems to be taking out some frustrations.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know
Reed
what they
loves some
say.
young guy.
That has got to be my aunt.
Well, you
Yep.
know, I
Yep.
don't need
It
I
is.
don't need to actually kill people. I get my frustrations out on the written page.
That's just where it starts.
Allegedly.
You're taking your first steps. It'll move into cat mutilations and abductions later.
It's
the gateway drug, isn't it?
Doesn't it go the other way around? Kill people after you kill the animals?
Usually.
Well, who says Jeff does anything like normal?
You might be
This is true.
backwards. Who knows?
This is
I
true.
mean, I'm
Dyslexic
pretty sure
killer.
you're
Facebook
backwards.
user. That's
Yeah.
gross.
It could
That's
very well
Jason's.
be.
That's Jason's Aunt Rachel.
The weird shit is in the DNA. I
My-
swear on
my-
whatever God you
one
believe
of
in.
one of my good friends.
Yes, Tim. Citizen X about, what was his name? Chuckatillo, something like that. That was one sick puppy.
What was he doing?
He was killing young boys and girls in Russia, Soviet Union,
Uh-huh.
for like 10, 12 years.
Wow, he went that long.
Oh, he killed a shitload of them. And it demonstrates the difference between nobody's
Hey, you took
Hello.
that negativity right out of here.
Carl got it right.
A bunch of mentalists.
Okay, we shouldn't have a favorite. However, it is a huge thing.
Now,
We just gave it
Carl,
free
I
time.
did read your story. Just in case anybody, I did read his story. He is just as nuts as the rest of us.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the pot calling the kettle black.
That's right.
Mm,
Or as Jason likes to say to me, pot meet kettle.
I've only done that like 1,000 times.
Yeah. Yes.
you need
Okay,
a new go-to.
Yep. Okay, Facebook user who
It's
may
Lee
very
Ed-
well be
This is Lee
Totally.
Edwards.
Lee Edwards. On his hunting expedition with Jack.
Yeah.
Tell us, Lee, is Jack still conscious?
Jack Childress is now my favorite serial killer.
You know, he's out there serial. I just watched a video of Jack
Yeah.
killing something with a crossbow.
With a crossbow. Yep.
Yep.
He's a serial killer in training, isn't he, at the minute?
I was going to say, wait,
That's
that's all
right,
it takes?
Yep.
Shit.
Well, let's be honest. Jack shot the arrow. I think the critter happened to just run in front of it.
Looks
Bad
like he
day
jumped
for the
up
critter.
to catch it.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like-
what we didn't see is the 75 other arrows that came.
Right.
before
He
that.
was
Tree-
hunting with a
Fields just
crossbow.
littered.
He's hunting with a crossbow by like Kentucky windage. Oh, wait, shit. Shit.
Yes, but as I was saying, yes, I was so rudely interrupted by snide comments from the peanut gallery. Chuckatillo demonstrated the difference between the American system of justice and the Soviet system of justice. When Chuckatillo was sentenced to death, within like 2 weeks, they brought him into a room with nothing in it except a drain in the floor, and they shot him in the back of the head. And
Damn.
he's gone. He's dead. John Wayne Gacy. Below whose house they found what? 29 different bodies?
Oh, something.
Yeah.
There's no way he didn't do it. 13 years on death row. 13 years.
Why do you think that is?
3 squares a day, cable TV. Who wouldn't want it?
Yep.
I mean,
Yes.
okay, hold on. Are we getting. Look, if we're getting fact checked, nobody cares. We were giving the man shit. And he'd be right here firing it back any other time.
About as many times as he fired that crossbow.
Come on, Lee. You've seen this show before, Lee. You know facts mean nothing here.
No.
Unless we're talking about weird stuff. And then it just goes down the other rabbit hole.
Of course.
You know, I
Okay.
when I read that, I thought it said 2 dogs. I was about to get angry. 2 shots and killed 2 dogs.
Dyslexic Dan.
Yes, apparently glasses aren't helping.
What are you doing killing beagles, Jack? Come on.
Oh shit!
Got a fact
Ouch.
check the cracking host.
Damn. Shots fired.
That's from the bottom of my heart. Right there.
Somebody just got added to the book.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jennifer. And there's Jack.
First off,
Oh, here we go.
I'm out here killing stuff and things. How y'all doing?
How y'all
Good.
doing?
Over here to the side. Hanging out with the one and only Lee Edwards. We out in the middle of nowhere, sleeping in bunks that are probably smaller than the bunks that Jeff had to sleep in when he was on the ship, you know, hanging out with all his shipmates, eating terrible food and whatnot. You know the drill.
Okay, so tell me brutally in the book, Facebook user, are you?
It's Lee.
Oh, well, yes, you will be killed. Yes, your death will be both pointless and gratuitous.
And disgusting.
So, Jennifer.
All
All right, Jack, what?
right, I say, what the hell are y'all talking about today? I ain't got but a few minutes. I might go out here and, you know, maybe
Who's your favorite serial killer, Jack?
straight stone cold killer, baby. Stone cold. Hanging out here at the old cabin out in the middle of Missouri, or not the middle of Missouri, the bottom part of Missouri.
So was that you, or are you talking about real life serial killers?
Well, apparently I've become Lee's favorite new serial killer because as soon as he gave permission, said shoot that thing, I said, all right, done.
Shoot him.
And then we got to stand and watch them actually, you know, fix it up. And wouldn't be safe for normal TV, but if I were to walk over to the area where we fix that thing up, it would rival anything that we've had in any book anybody's written. It was graphic, and I loved it.
So, in other words, we're saying where you're at is now a crime scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And we have 2 coolers, probably the size of coffins you would put overly grown toddlers in, packed with
That's
5
oddly specific.
hogs and
Yeah,
a ram.
that's awfully specific.
All right. I changed my answer.
It's about serial
Jack's
killers.
my favorite
Jackie.
killer.
It's about serial killers, man. And I am literally in this small town, diddle ding 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 ding, Puxico, Missouri. And trust me when I say there is not a whole lot of people around here, and I'm kind of iffy on the ones that are around here.
If you hear the banjos, paddle faster.
Absolutely. But yeah, we're thinking about venturing out, trying to find some little local place to eat, you know, chill a little bit, do a little thing. I want to check in, let everybody know that in fact, Lee Edwards didn't bring me out here to kill me and like cut me up, put me in a box. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And
Day ain't over yet,
how
Jack.
could I miss out on the
That's
Damien
true.
Lillard experience?
Still have a few hours, Jack.
Hmm.
But yeah, I got to fire a crossbow for the first time in my entire life. I literally had no idea what a crossbow would do when you pulled the trigger. Well, turns out it kills things. Which serial killers like to kill things, and I guess I kind of like to kill things now. Just saying. Any of you guys want to hang out one weekend?
And kill things?
I'm good.
Absolutely. I'll show up with my recurve.
As long as I don't have to be a target.
Well,
I'll bring the
at least
toddler
let you
cooler.
Have a running start.
Yeah, that won't help
But
me.
no, guys, I just want to
No.
pop in and say hi. The show's been great. We've been actually sitting in here laughing our asses off with y'all, man. It's freaking awesome. But we're gonna get because we're planning on doing some fishing tonight. You know, we're going all the way in. We're hunting and we're fishing. We're doing the whole Bill dance, great
Mm, good.
outdoors, Wild Kingdom, freaking you name it. We're on it.
Well,
And
have fun,
I've
Jack.
got some pictures that I'm going to send some of you guys, but privately because I don't think they're really fit for Facebook. But
I don't want to
God,
see
the
that.
nuts on these hogs.
Yeah,
I
if
knew
you're
it.
Lee
Oh, I
just said
knew it.
no sex though.
if you're wearing assless chaps in any of them, Jack, I'm gonna be really pissed.
Just
I
okay. Not
am
to be a
wearing
total
Richard
shit.
Ryan Rose's shirt.
All chaps are assless. I'm just saying. All chaps. Otherwise, they're
Very
leather
true. He's
pants.
got a point. He's got a point. But
Great.
all right,
I
guys,
get to
I'm
tell
gonna
her.
bail. But we're gonna be watching and keep up the good work. Love the show. Jeffy, I love you. I love the new book. Can't wait for the next one. I'll holler at y'all later.
Bye.
Bye, Jack.
Bye, Jack.
Oh,
Okay then,
what a
Jennifer.
goofball that one. I gotta follow that.
You gotta follow that shit. That's what you do.
Don't worry about it. Hog balls. You're not going to win.
Okay. Lee, you seem like a great guy. I do what I want. We actually no. I think that goes for this entire room.
It does.
I
So,
don't-
Jennifer, who's your favorite serial killer?
I do not think that I have just one because why are you laughing at that question towards
No,
me?
I laughed at the comment. I'm sorry. Just
Oh.
it was random enough.
Somebody has pictures of hog balls.
Yeah, that's Lee. I don't doubt it. I'm sure he has them hanging in his bathroom or in
Yeah,
his
what is
safe
your
room.
favorite? I actually meant to ask you that.
Ew.
Why am I on this show today? You guys are even getting to me now.
Right? Why am I here?
We ask ourselves that all the time. Then we drink.
There is no why. It just is.
Well, how do you even follow hog balls? Okay, I
You-
just I'm gonna go. See you later.
Yeah.
There we
There's
go.
just no
Not
nothing there.
oysters.
Now I know what you guys go through. You know, I usually start the trouble and I just get to kick back. Now I'm having to listen to. I'm like, fucking hog balls, damn it!
I
Role reversal.
think that may even supplant anal leakage. Hog balls.
I know.
We got to
I think that may be
sneak
the
it in
new
there
one.
once at least on this show.
Isn't anal leakage already sneaky? I'm sorry.
I don't know, Jason.
Slippery.
Is it?
We had like a whole 20-minute thing about it that day. Like I assumed they would have learned something, but
I didn't even mean to start that. It just came out, and then, well, technically,
Yeah,
it just
like
comes out,
anal leakage.
and then Jeff ran with it. See, so I'm not really the deviant here. I'm the innocent.
I'm just trying to do the best
Oh,
with
yeah.
what you guys give
Oh,
me.
y'all are deviants. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, anybody else know that bullshit?
Like, what did I get myself into? Hog balls.
Okay. Jen,
Okay.
please tell us what your favorite serial killer or who they are.
Yes.
And that's the thing. I don't have one. I like. There's at least one thing that I like from each of them. That if I was to turn serial killer, that's what I would pick.
Oh,
Apparently
Frozen.
Jack tried to kill people by farting in the car.
Hey, you know what? Biological agents are a very unique MO.
Oh my god.
Well, you know, to bring Damien into this,
Yeah,
the
Dame.
the UK has a lot of very interesting serial killers, a number of which were poisoners. So, Jack, flatulence, poison, who knows?
Poison gas.
Perfect crime, isn't it?
Lisa, complete raw sewage.
he loved it. Rick and Jack, man.
I could just see, but I could just see Lee sitting in the driver's seat going,
Oh,
yeah.
Not to
Excellent
call the whole-
bouquet.
not to call the whole thing out, but this is the guy always trying to keep the train on track, keep everything. He is in the comments making sure it's just totally.
boy.
Dahmer was already said, dude. But
Sniffing it to the
I mean, I get why Dahmer is a lot of people's favorite, and there's just so much, and there's so many jokes, you know. But I think I was serious when, you know, I like something that each of them did because it was all different, and they had their different reasons, and they had. I think the human mind is fascinating because you can't pinpoint one specific thing. You can't pinpoint and say, that's when they went crazy. everybody has their threshold and everybody has a point of, yeah, this is my fuck it moment. And they just go.
Yeah.
And now we know
Yes.
who is the latent serial killer. She's just waiting for her fuck it moment.
Yep. I believe it or not, I have not hit it yet.
Trust me, we all know Jen's a ticking time bomb. It's only a matter of time which of us is going to die first.
Yes.
Lucky for
I know
all of
who it
you, you're
is. I'm
far
just
away,
kinda-
except for Jason. Jason is not going to be far away after this weekend.
I am not afraid of you. I'll just cook pasta wrong, and then you'll just be mad about that for 2 hours.
Oh, don't do that. That's just not nice.
See, you won't murder me. You'll spend all that time correcting me.
Are we that crazy? Yes, Jack, we
That's-
are.
How is that? That's not a real question. Like,
I thought that was a given.
yeah.
So, Damien, do you have a favorite?
I don't know. I agree with who was in the comments. Carl, I think favourite's a bit a bit morbid. Maybe most fascinating. I don't know. I think the likes of Jack the Ripper, the Zodiac Killer, people like that, the ones who've never been caught, they're the ones who are, I think, for me, the most intriguing. Just because how do you avoid being caught for that long? I mean, Jack the Ripper, you can understand given the time period it was, but Zodiac Killer's obviously a little bit more recent than what Jack the Ripper was, and again, it's another one where just never got caught. So yeah, those ones kind of have that intrigue, I think.
Jack the Ripper is intriguing. I mean, there's a lot of different theories, but you would think that somebody would know. Somebody would have talked after all this time.
Yeah, definitely. I think that the whole unsolved cases as well, like the serial killers who were never found, I think that kind of age is gone. Given today's technology and things like that, the chance of a serial killer now that remains anonymous is pretty much slim to none. So I think that whole unknown thing is quite intriguing as well.
Yeah, and that might be why they all, whether it's a serial killer or someone else who is really a criminal who has backed themselves in a corner. That's why they take their own life, I think, because they know there's no way they're getting out of this one.
It's
Yeah.
that last vestige of control.
Yeah, that too.
That first serial killer you talked about, Damien, was that the guy that was picking up guys out of that bar?
Zodiac?
No. In England, it was a serial killer over there. I can't remember his name.
Jack the Ripper was the one who killed all the prostitutes.
Yeah, I know that one.
There's been a few. To be fair, there was one was picking guys up. There was Dennis Nielsen. He was a Scottish
Nielsen.
one. Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
was Scottish. That's right.
yeah. He went and picked up loads of young boys and men and took them back to his flat and pretty much murdered them. And he kept the bodies for a few weeks.
He was a
dressed
sick
them up.
dude.
Yeah, he dressed them up. He'd have sex with them, and then eventually, after a few weeks, obviously they start to smell a bit. He'd get rid of them. He'd get rid of them and choose some. Go out and choose some more. So yeah, he was a pretty sick one as well.
Wow.
Yeah, that's those are the ones that really get under my skin. The ones that spend time with the bodies. Like they keep them for a couple of weeks. Really?
Yeah.
There was one
gross.
guy in the UK, I can't remember his name, but he would kill these women, wait for a couple of weeks, and then have sex with them.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
He liked them juicy.
Ew. Oh,
There we go.
You're
Jim took the helm.
welcome.
Yeah.
ew.
As Jack would say,
Bad
we've
to
lost
know.
another wheel.
And my favorite actually feels tame, and I'll use the word favorite just because he was screwed up.
They're all screwed up.
Oh, nah, different level.
Okay.
I'm surprised
continue.
nobody mentioned Manson.
Eh,
Well, he didn't
Jeez.
actually do it. He got other people to do it.
Yeah,
for
he-
him.
Yeah, he was probably a infamous cult leader,
yeah,
but I wouldn't say serial killer.
methed out
Yeah.
midget.
Well,
No,
he
he's not.
killed. They're pretty sure he killed at least one, not at either the Tate or the LaBianca houses.
Yet serial does that not make.
No, it does
No.
not.
No.
He did kind of tend to kill country music, though. You ever hear some of his songs?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to be crazy if you don't realize this is why they're not picking me up. I suck.
Yeah.
Manson was not a serial. Well, okay. He wasn't the main killer.
Jeff has been duly put in place. Thank you. That's my first fuck for the day.
All right, what about Casey?
John Wayne
John
Gacy?
Wayne Gacy. How many
Okay.
serial killers in Casey do you know?
Well, I was just making sure I could hear you right.
The same number of clowns.
Anybody dresses up as a clown and then starts killing people.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, you're. First off, he dresses like a clown. Right there, suspect.
Tim, who's Charles Whitman? Who is Charles Whitman?
He wasn't
familiar.
He wasn't a serial killer. He was a mass murderer.
Mm.
Charles
What's the
Whitman was
difference?
the guy at the top of the Texas School Book Depository or something.
Oh,
The tower.
the tower
clock
shooter.
tower.
Oh,
I watched a documentary on that with live
The
footage.
difference between a serial killer and a mass murderer is a mass murderer gets them all out in one shot. He kills them all at once rather than stretching it out over
time.
He wants his one and done.
Mhm.
I'm going to do
Or
this. I'm taking them all.
17 and done. Or
Yeah, I get it. You know what was interesting about
Cocaine.
watching the live footage on that tower shooter was the different people. You had people that were pinned down because it was obvious they couldn't figure out where the bullets were coming from, so they didn't want to move.
Mhm.
And then you got the ones that didn't know where it's coming from, and they are not moving, even though they got like 2 inches of a stare above them. And then you got these idiots running around the background just because they want to be looking for the action. How does that happen? How do you get that stupid in life where you're like, somebody's shooting, let's go look?
America.
Yeah.
America, Texas.
Well, it was kind of the same way. I may get a lot of hate for this, but it was kind of the same way at Kent State.
Okay.
Was it?
At Kent State, when all the 4 students got shot, there were people running every which way. The gunfire was coming from one specific spot, but people were just like running everywhere. It's like, get on the ground, don't get your ass shot.
Whenever I
Well,
see
maybe
that kind of
that's
stuff,
just
I hear Benny Hill music in my head.
Yeah,
And
can you
people are
say?
like, I don't know where to go. Where do we leave
Okay.
off?
Does it matter?
Oh,
No.
hey, look, for what it's worth, my personal favorite was probably H.H. Holmes.
Who?
H.H.
H.H.
Holmes. He
Oh.
had the. Was
He had
that
a whole
Chicago? Yeah,
Yeah,
was
he
that
had-
Chicago?
He had a
Mhm.
hotel built near the World's Fair at his time period. There was a bunch of wild theories that he could be the Ripper, but that's bullshit. It's got to be. I mean, but this guy didn't have so much a type as it like he just had to do it. It was a compulsion. He had to kill people. He had gas chambers, all sorts of
The
other
Killer
craziness.
Castle in Chicago. Yeah.
Yep. And after they arrested him and took him away, they burned it down.
Well,
But
they
he
did
was
the
al-
same. They did the same thing with Casey's house. They tore that fucker down.
Oh, what got me about him was just like it wasn't just about the kill. He loved like humiliating people in general. The only reason his murder castle got built, it was by a bunch of different architects and contractors, this and that, and he would find a way to either murder them or find a way to not pay them.
Yeah.
The safe that he had built in his place, he'd had the room it was in built around it. And when he didn't pay for the safe, they came to collect it, and he told them he would sue if they damaged any of his property taking it out. And they had to leave it there. Come on, like the guy.
I don't know. That
great.
was kind of genius.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was great. But I mean, if you like go over his timeline, you could see where early on, I think it was women, like a lot of these guys seem to start out with. Then it became just anybody. As long as he could take them, he would actually sell their bones to the local universities.
Mhm.
And then
Entrepreneur.
And I think before they finally took him down, he had
That's what our country was founded on.
he had
Exactly.
slowly
I'm going to kill people. I might as well make a buck.
he had
Small
slowly over a
business.
few weeks or months actually taken out each individual member of his family, his own kids, wife, everybody, and they found the bodies
Oh,
later.
damn.
Yeah,
Yep.
they weren't playing.
How does the rest of the family not notice missing people? Don't you have, if you're going to kill your wife and kids, don't you have to do it all at once?
Not necessarily back in a time before technology and FaceTime and cell phones. It was like letters, and he would convince them it was written by one of the kids or the wife or whoever.
Okay.
And that's actually how he maintained getting paid by people he killed and taken money from their families. He was catfishing before it was a thing.
Yeah. Tim, I don't know if John Wesley Hardin was exactly a serial killer or if he was just an asshole.
Always
He
err on
did,
the
he did kill a lot of people, but I think he was just a prick. And he would kill people because they pissed him off. Or was he the one guy? Was he the guy that killed the guy for snoring too loud?
You mean that's a real thing? I
But
thought that was
yeah.
just a line in a movie.
No.
Jack, don't you have some hunting to do?
Jeez.
Go kill something.
Oh,
Take out your aggression in nature. Leave your family alone.
Go play with the gut pile.
And remind me to never give you my address, Jack.
I know. Got to keep him out of this state.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
jeez. No, he's coming to your state. He's
When
going to that. I think is he
Jack is
going-
dead now. I'm running his account.
you meant to.
all right, we don't want to. I don't want to let him in the state either. Two of them
Okay.
got to be out.
Jack,
We-
all due
that's, a,
respect,
that's a
we
good
are
old
not-
Ohio boy right there.
say we are not opening all these cans of worms in the comments, bro. Love you to death, but come on.
They're popping up faster than I can read them.
Yeah.
And I'm regularly watching movies with subtitles.
Although I back up what he said with the "Have you met them?" Everybody in here has family. It's just like no. I don't think anybody else would put up with this shit.
Ohio, home of serial killers.
Shut up.
Yeah. There's a lot that come from there.
There's a lot in the
I believe
Midwest.
Dahmer was an Ohio boy.
Well,
Really?
he was a Wisconsin boy when he did.
When he did the crime, but I believe he was born and raised in Ohio.
So you're saying that you're born in Ohio, and even if you get out of that state, you go to Wisconsin, and you're like, "Fuck, this is worse. I got to kill." Is that what you're saying?
Ruined your theory because I wasn't born here.
Oh,
You're California. You're worse.
Fair.
Serial killers.
Shit we do in the boat.
Dayton. Yeah, I believe so, Lee. I think.
Well, yeah, I've been to Dayton, and
There ain't nothing there. I'd be pissed too.
isn't that where they race cars?
That's Daytona.
Daytona.
I don't
Or
watch that stuff. I
MIS
don't know.
in Michigan.
Well, and they have their own problem, with Florida man. Any news headline that starts out with those two words, shit's gonna get wild. Because everybody remembers bath salts. I'm just saying.
Daytona, my next victim. What do you think of all this, Dee?
She's
I try
over
not to. Yeah, totally.
it.
She's
Fair enough.
reading a book.
By the way, sorry.
She's editing.
Very likely. Yeah. Just doing this and that, listening to you guys. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, I
I'm
want to
gonna-
know how have you ever portrayed a like a death in your books? Have you ever
Yeah, I
portrayed
kill
any of
people
them
in
like
every book.
no, like real life after a real life situation that has happened?
No.
You come up with your own.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I have tons and tons of ways to see people put to death. The old adage is, don't piss off a writer.
Yeah.
Find yourself dead in a book.
And you'll be immortalized like that forever.
You'll be immortalized. Yeah, you don't want to. Sometimes the writer lets you live just so that they can torture you throughout an entire series before they kill you, and then they add you to the next set of series under an assumed name, and they continue to torture you. Depends on how much you
Great
take them
idea.
on.
That is a
I know,
great
right?
idea.
See, you should think
Punishment
about these things.
ongoing.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, keep bringing them back to life.
God damn it, Lee.
You are the
kill them some
reanimator.
more.
Just let
That's
me
me.
stay down.
Lee just sent me
And-
the picture of the hog balls. Thank you,
Yeah, he
Lee.
sent it to
Thank
me
you.
too. You bastard.
Thank God I don't think they have any way to get a hold of me. Nothing's popped
So
up.
wrong.
Of course, I shouldn't have said that out loud, right?
Yeah, because now I'm going to
Now
send
it-
them to you.
Oh, I should have been nicer to you.
I will be happy to forward them.
Remember,
Did I tell you how awesome your book is, Jen?
You haven't even read it yet.
if somebody,
I'm psychic.
if you know somebody who you think might have those tendencies, just make sure you buy them candy, get them coffee once in a while. That way, when they flip their shit and start taking people out wholesale, you'd be like, "Hey, you remember? Yeah, thanks for the candy," and they move on.
Cheetos.
Or they leave you for last.
It's not a
Oh.
They
confession.
lied. Anyway, sorry, I shouldn't watch action movies from the 80s.
Well, speaking of asshole killers, I know that's not the subject. I just thought I'd throw something out. Jeff, what do you think about that Japanese unit for the ones that did all the experiments on their Chinese captives?
Ooh.
Yeah, they were some sick puppies. So were the Nazis. They were both incredibly sick human beings.
Mhm.
I mean, purposely infecting people with mustard gas just to see
Right.
what it would do. Freezing people to death.
Yeah.
Dissecting
Unit
people when
471.
they're alive. Yeah.
Yeah. Put that guy in the pressure chamber
Yeah.
just to watch his intestines come out of all of his orifices. It's just
Yeah.
these guys were sick. The stuff they did to the prisoners were just gory.
Okay, look, not
Horrible.
to sound like I'm making a joke, but that's exactly how it's going to come out. So they basically turned him into a human tube of toothpaste.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Okay,
Kind of look like that too.
don't fucking judge me, Jen. You of all people.
I would have said Play-Doh.
It wouldn't have helped. Same thing. Still comes out.
Now I can see the commercials, and they've taken on a really dark turn.
Ruined his
Damien,
Play-Doh.
So, Damien, quickly, give us the UK perspective on all this.
On all what? Serial killers in
Besides
general, or
Americans are
human tube of
crazy.
Toothpaste?
Yeah, you can't unhear that.
I've just got images in my head now. To be fair, I might make it in the next book. That one I might steal. That one's quite good. But what, the UK's perspective on serial killers or
Whatever.
whatever?
Doesn't
I mean,
matter.
from a UK perspective, I mean, we do get a few serial killers. We've got obviously Jack the Ripper was one, the Yorkshire Ripper, which is a bit closer to home for me, was another one. We've had people like the Suffolk Strangler. We've had Dr. Death. They come up with all these brilliant names for them, don't they? And immortalise them in a way. I think someone's already mentioned in the comments Dr. Death, who was Harold Shipman. I mean, he had over 200 people who he murdered in his time before he got caught, allegedly. So, yeah, I mean, we get them as well. But I think, obviously, with you guys, the US, I mean, you're a special bunch over there, aren't you? You've got a hell of a lot more than us, I think. But that's going to be a given, isn't it, with the size of America compared to the UK? But, yeah, we get them over here as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
I guess my
Yep.
question for you, Damien, would be: are there people who, I don't want to say idolize them, but like research them? Like, there's like serial killer groups out here that like really are into learning everything that they can about them, not for any other reason other than they're weird people. Meaning the serial killers, not necessarily people who research, but we have like groups out here that'll research, serial killers, and they know everything on
Yeah.
serial killers. We have some people who are just very much into learning about serial killers. They would do really well in the legal field, but I guess I'm just wondering, are there groups over there like that?
I mean, there's the people who, I think everyone to an extent has a kind of like a morbid fascination into serial killers. So the minute Netflix drops a new documentary on serial killers, I mean, I think everyone will sit and watch that and and enjoy it in a morbid sort of way. But I think beyond that, you do get the people who like to write into serial killers, the pen pals and stuff like that, and some of them even strike up relationships with them. And
those weirdos.
People like
I was
that.
going to bring that up.
You get them everywhere, don't you? I think, but I mean, that's just a bit bizarre, isn't it? I think. But yeah, we get that over here. Maybe not so much groups and cults and stuff dedicated to specific serial killers. You do get the odd, nutter who is a bit obsessed, but they usually get put away pretty quickly in the padded room. Funny enough. But I think we do get some maybe, but nowhere near as much as what you guys over there will get.
What's with the people that write in and become friends with these weirdos?
Or
they-
I never
marry
understood
them.
that.
Or
Or
I was just
marry
gonna
them.
say,
The
or marry them.
women who marry them. Yeah.
It's a
It's
shame
weird,
to
isn't it?
my other half of the human race.
People can
I
just be
don't-
weird, can't they? I think. I think it's just you've got nothing better to do in your life, so you want to just go chat to a serial killer.
You
Why
have
not?
to have something else better to do. Anything is better than doing that. I guess I don't get it.
I don't get it. What
As
makes
far-
them think that, if they ever get out, they're not going to go and kill them? I mean, they're in prison for a reason.
It's not even
They
that.
got caught.
They suck at life. But I mean, my thing is they got busted breaking the law. They're not good at what they do. They would have already taken you out if that was the case, if you were in their area. But my problem is that these people, there is something put out there, they're accused of and have been convicted of murdering people. And you, who never knew them before, want to write in because you think you can change him.
Yeah, those
And,
people
yeah,
who say
that's-
that.
you
yeah,
want,
wait a minute,
he's
hold on.
just never known love. And
That's also the extreme case because, and I'm not saying anything truly sexist. We have friends that have done the shoe and die.
yes,
It's not just that they're going after shoe. There's a lot of people, man, or they think they can change the other person. This is just that really fucked up. You should have been medicated before you sent this letter. Type of screwed
Well,
up.
I think it
person.
speaks for the character of the person writing the letter. They obviously have screw loose too.
Yeah,
or
that's what I'm
10.
getting at.
Yeah, I mean, if we have a new guy at work and I'm talking to him, he's like, "Yeah, I was in jail because I killed some dude." I'd be like, "Fuck, I'm out of here."
Yep.
I'm not gonna hang
As far
around.
as the big, fascination with serial killers, I can't say that's the only thing. But think about putting a terrible dish next to something so much worse, and by association, it's like people feeling better about this. Well, I'm not that crazy. I've had these thoughts, but I've never gone around and done it.
I'm not that level.
Yeah.
So we like serial killers because of the Kardashians.
Don't get
I
me
think we wish
started
we
on
could
them
recruit some
psychopaths.
people.
They should be we need a serial killer, the Kardashian killer. That's what we need.
Mm.
I do not like those folks.
Isn't that
Mm-mm.
Botox? Give it time, okay? That's all
Lee,
it
I
takes.
don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. It's not about changing them. You can't. You're not making money off of the people that are already in prison. Those
No,
people are actually going to take you for a ride. Whoever has written them, that person is what? That I don't get it. I don't understand what you mean.
There are those who are avid collectors of serial killer memorabilia.
Yeah. And I'm not
there's a
talking
big-
about
There's
them.
a big market in it.
Yeah, I'm talking about those women the one that married Manson, okay, who had every other person on the planet who was single who felt like, oh my God, what's wrong with me if Manson can get married while he's in prison?
Or the one who married what the hell is his name?
I know. I'm trying to think of one right now. The most charismatic serial killer I've ever heard of.
That's who
Bundy?
You're thinking about the guy that jumped out of the window and escaped that one time up in
Yes.
Colorado?
Yes.
What is that guy's name? Killed a
Uh,
bunch of women.
I know who he's talking about, and I can't figure it out.
I
either.
keep
think
wanting
of
to
his
say
fucking
Green
name.
River Killer, but I don't think he was the
No,
Green.
it's not. It's
Tim,
not.
He was.
Tim, you are my spirit animal. I totally buy that.
Unless you're counting to 10 with a hammer. 1.
Oh shit.
Come on, that was fun.
Oh, I understand that part, but you can still write them, and you can't send them cigarettes in prison. Cigarettes are outlawed in prison.
You can
Really?
put money on their commissary account though, can't you?
You can put money on commissary. You
Yeah.
can put money on their books, but you can't.
Could you not? Could you not?
How-
They have been paid just once.
But they do not have cigarettes anymore. That's what the Bible's for. They use the Bible to you as pages. Yes, all prisons. They use the Bible pages as their rolling paper, and like the officers that chew, they'll take the dip out of the garbage that the officer had in their mouth. They'll dry it out and they'll smoke it with the Bible papers. That's how it's done.
I mean, they're
There's-
creative if nothing else, aren't they?
Man, if
look,
we spent 1/4 of that brain power on doing something positive, this world would be a much better place.
Yeah. So look, since we're on the whole thing with prisoners and for a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their
Tim.
ingenuity is great. I've seen tattoo guns made out of like guitar string that like plug 2 wires into the outlet. And then I
On
watched
top
a
of
guy
a battery. Yeah.
Yeah, and I watched a guy cook a ham and cheese sandwich with a shoebox and a light bulb. That shit was impressive. Okay.
Oh, they make all sorts of stuff in prison. They make fudge. They make cakes. They
Can you
make.
not? Did you have to start there?
I wasn't even going that route, but I've seen that happen too.
Just a finger of fudge, right?
Just a finger.
Jeff,
all you
Ted
need.
Bundy. It was Ted Bundy I was thinking
They
of.
were.
Ted Bundy, yes.
I said him. You didn't hear that?
No, I was probably looking on Google trying to figure out what the hell I was trying to think about.
Tim, you guys had to ban coffee because they were trying to smoke. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise. They try to smoke banana leaves and orange peels.
Really?
Yeah,
I guess desperate times.
they dry out their banana peels and orange peels and smoke them. Yep, those are the orange peels of the oranges that they've already put in their hooch bags. It's
Oh,
gross,
jeez.
which smells like straight puke.
Ah,
Oh, I didn't know potato skins.
And
But
their
anyways.
potato skins, yes. Anyway.
Anyways, serial killers.
You know, I think I came up with too good of a topic. Because by now we'd have been hell and gone.
I know.
Whatever the central topic was.
We're 7 minutes short of a whole hour
Yeah.
before we
And
start
we've
talking
stayed
about
on
stuff.
topic.
What
On
the
topic.
hell is wrong with us?
All right, hold on. I'll go for number 2.
It's Jack.
I don't have a
Jack's
mixer.
fault.
I'm not drunk enough. Is that an answer?
It's
Then you're not
Possibly.
trying hard enough. You're from Ohio, woman. Get your shit together.
I
You were
stomach.
born drinking.
That's
got-
true.
You were born and handed a fifth.
Yeah.
Drink this, baby.
Yeah.
Given a bottle at birth.
Here, life's gonna suck. Here, hang on to this.
Welcome to Ohio.
Oh, you were born in Toledo? Here you go, kid.
you poor bastard.
Yep, we got sent home with a diaper bag full of those teeny tiny bottles. They say it was for the parents, but it wasn't.
No.
I haven't been into too many hospitals with a mini bar. Okay.
Mini bar goes home with us.
No, you have to bring that with you. It's easy. Backpack.
Yeah, very easy.
Do you research this, Dan?
Not that one. It would have been better. Oh, wait, you talk about the joke. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Jesus, you think I was drinking right now. I'm just not getting anything right.
Oh.
Okay, it's quiet. You guys want me to
Yeah.
throw a subject out? You're not going to like it.
Go for it.
Small dick syndrome. Hit it, Jason.
Peonies.
Napoleon.
Wait a minute. Small dicks and hog balls. Isn't
Don't
that a
forget
bit
anal,
too much?
anal seepage.
Anal leakage.
Anal leak.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Seepage,
I was-
leakage. It just depends. It all sounds gross.
Tomato.
Jen, we
avocado.
need T-shirts with that.
Anal leakage.
Yeah, just think of something.
Oh man.
Please don't. God.
Might as well.
I'm-
We talk about it every show.
Every show.
It's gonna
Every
say the
show.
padded room on it, and then they'll
The
be like,
show of
"Tiny
anal
print near the
leakage.
bottom of
Anal
the
leakage.
shirt."
Home of anal leakage.
You got to put it in small print at like the bottom seam of the shirt on the back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Aren't-
only
aren't-
people-
I mean, I can do
Hey.
that.
Hey D, aren't you glad you let us do this on your groups?
She's
Yeah.
For what it's
regretting
worth.
every minute.
Hey, for what it's worth, I got added much later. I have no responsibility to these other nut jobs.
So you say.
Uh-huh.
I probably would have been better off remaining blissfully ignorant.
I mean, hey, for what it's worth, if any of you get locked up, I'll be the first one trying to blow the wall out. Okay.
What do you
Hopefully,
mean?
I remember to tell you to get down.
Aw.
Sorry, not sorry. See, we're blaming Jack with good reason.
He's not here to defend himself.
Well, that's the best reason.
Yeah.
Lee, I think you're corrupt enough, especially being from Ohio. Sorry, bud.
See, I'm taking D's silence as she's calling us amateurs. It's just like, I'm not even going to contribute. They're so juvenile. I could throw something way better.
I'm sure she could.
See, this is
Yeah,
weird.
probably.
It got quiet because we actually stayed on topic. Now we're like, oh my, what do we do?
I know.
Oh my
I-
God.
We actually ran through the topic, I think.
No, hold on. It was the whole fact. Jack's not here trying to stop us. We have nobody to rebel against.
Oh,
That's
shit.
it. He pops in too late.
He's actually the one keeping it going.
He keeps it going. It still fails. Now he's just on text, and man, we
You're
got
not
like
gonna
an
tell
hour
me
and
what
2
to do.
minutes, and we're like, I don't know how we're gonna fill the rest.
We
of this
can just
hour.
ignore his messages. That's
I keep trying, but they pop up, and I'm like,
I know.
He'll pop in about 20. All right, listen here. There it is.
it doesn't work. It doesn't
No.
work that way.
You can almost hear it.
We were distracted by pig balls. That's it.
Mhm.
do they squeak like balloons when you squish them?
Why would you?
Don't
ask
do that, Jason.
Why?
It's a valid question.
Why are we going? Anybody here ever see Waiting? Because all I can think of is the brain.
Yeah. Oh God. God damn it.
Hey, wait! Everybody, start going. Gentle vomit.
No.
Well, that's true. We haven't had anybody hurl on this show yet. So
Yeah.
Well, that and crying. I mean, you'll actually get me to throw up before you'll get me to cry. Nothing.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
let me
if
cry.
anal leakage and hog balls doesn't do it, I don't think it's going to happen, really, is it?
Oh no!
That's
The
the
things
max
that
you can really go to.
if we can ever get this where we're sharing a video feed or like GIF comments or something, we can get her to vomit. I promise you.
Oh, I can. I'll just pop a couple scenes of some movies up. Jen, you're out. You'll be done.
Mhm.
well, yeah, but she won't watch it for more than about 5 minutes.
5
I just give her
seconds.
the.
It'll
give
be
her the.
5 seconds.
Oh damn! I was gonna say a 15-second clip is all it's gonna take. Got a couple
Nope.
scenes in Zombie Ass that ought to do the trick.
Yes, what is the point
I only
of
bring it
some
up
of these
because
movies.
I bring it up because I get a
I
reaction out of you
know.
every time.
I know.
The day that you pull a D Cooper on me and just sit there like, then I'll stop.
Okay, Jack's
Oh,
back.
here we go.
Oh, Daddy's home.
Oh, we know who's got the fetish.
All right, everybody be quiet. Act normal.
I tried to let you guys have a fucking show.
It's like a seance. We called him out from
Is
the
he-
beyond.
is-
First
like
off,
Beetlejuice.
I apologize from the bottom
Yeah.
of my heart. I am so sorry. I am so sorry that you had to endure this.
Rachel, that's not fair.
Oh,
He is lagging so bad, it's not even funny.
Yep. But I'm here, and real quick. Yep, and at least a little bit ahead of me over here.
I love your feedback. Are you just going to let us listen to ourselves?
Feedback.
How drunk are you, Jack?
hi. How are you?
Basically, Lee, you got to turn yours down this time. You got to kill yours on the volume. All right, hold up.
I'm going to kick out
Yeah,
of
we're killing-
myself.
All right, now he's quiet. I've officially killed Lee Edwards right here on the show today.
Bitch, you're an
Dead.
amateur killer.
I am an amateur killer,
What's
but
talking?
an amateur killer's still a killer, asshole. So, anyway,
He's dead, but they're arguing.
Face.
Well, and considering I'm
Lovers
looking at a rifle
plural.
across the room, he is physically capable of doing said act. But, guys, let's get back talking about these serial killers. Like, seriously.
Why?
Lead us.
Now, here's my big thing. Remember the ones that was it Washington, D.C., where you had the old dude that was driving the car?
Leroy Salvo.
Leroy Salvo. And you had the kid that was in the trunk shooting people
Ah,
out
yes.
of the back end of the trunk.
Yes.
Now, do they count?
Yes,
No,
they
I
do.
think- Really?
They're serial killers. They've killed more than 3 on 3 separate occasions.
Oh, so this is something that they repeatedly did.
Lee says they're long-range serial killers. So I guess that's the thing, too.
Tomato.
Tomato.
Amato.
Oh, here's one.
So in other words, it's all Jen's fault.
I have an
Yeah.
idea.
In fact, I'm surprised Jen hadn't already been like loaded up with like 10 or 15 victims already on her freaking board. yet.
There's something from each, like this one in particular, Eileen Warnos, the
True.
only woman serial killer.
They killed all the guys.
She
right?
killed all the Johns.
Ah.
Anybody who tried to pick her up.
What did she say about
okay,
porno?
she was a working
What'd you say
prostitute.
about porno?
No. Irene Warnos.
Give up, Jen. It's not going to work.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
she wasn't by any stretch of the imagination. She wasn't the only serial killer.
I believe she's the only female serial killer.
No,
Wasn't she
think
the
she's the
first?
only,
there
but
Wasn't she the first female serial killer?
there were
Elizabeth
a number of them.
Bathory. Elizabeth Bathory was the first
Recorded.
serial-
You got to say recorded.
recorded serial killer. Thank you. Carla Homolka, she was born in 1970. Her and her boyfriend grabbed
She was apparently a mass
kids.
murderer, not a serial killer. Apparently,
Eileen.
Mhm. Yeah, that
She was
came
not a
from
mass
Lady
murderer.
Eastbourne.
No.
She was a serial killer.
No,
She was a
killed people
serial
at different
killer. She
times,
killed
didn't
people
she?
over time. A mass murderer kills them all at once. She didn't have a bunch of Johns in the area. You ever seen that movie Monster?
Yeah. That's where I
Years
first learned
ago,
about
yeah.
her.
Yeah, Eileen Warnos. That woman was a working prostitute, and she would end up killing her Johns. And her, and then there was another one that I had just, Kamola or something like that I had just mentioned. Her and her boyfriend, they would attract young females and kill them over time. And then and then Elizabeth Bathory, dating back to the 1500s, that woman used to bathe in I think it was virgin's blood.
Ew.
That was the rumor.
Yeah, that
There
was
was
the rumor.
also a woman in England back around the turn of the 20th century who killed like 400 babies.
That would probably be
Really?
more like an angel of death. There's a
Still a serial
difference.
killer.
Well,
Still a serial killer.
It's a little disturbing that all of you know so much about these murderers.
okay, look,
I mean,
I was
you-
that weird
Well,
kid
for
watching
one, in
Criminal
my
Minds at
defense,
home
it
after
was
school.
criminal justice classes, and I did have to
Okay.
do a report.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Horror writer horror writers.
horror
my
movie
God.
watcher, and I'm still like, God, I'm learning so
I
much.
don't. As far as
Yeah.
were those babies in the hospital though, Jeff?
No, they were.
Yeah.
She
he's-
would like. She would
Like a
like
caretaker?
She would take them in as a caretaker.
She's an angel of death.
Collect money.
Mm-hmm. She's
And
an
then
angel
kill
of
them.
death.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's a type of serial killer. It's a whole thing.
What?
So-
Angel of death?
Yes.
All right.
I
Well, now-
know.
Well, you're
But
like,
She's not
sounds
a
cooler.
serial killer.
I'm sorry. I'm so
she's
used to
not
you being
labeled-
confrontational. It sounds like you're
No,
arguing.
no. She's not labeled a serial killer. She's actually labeled an angel of death, like those people who get Munchausen's by proxy, in the hospitals. They're nurses, they're doctors. They go in there. They're not labeled serial killers, but they do kill multiple people over time. But they're angels of death because they resuscitate or rescue the patients or the child that they're watching or the child that is theirs.
Well, Jack
They will-
Kevorkian. Jack
No,
Kevorkian.
that chick-
He was a mercy killer.
That lady killed them and then tossed them into the Thames River.
Oh shit! I didn't know. I don't know about that one.
That's serial killing. There ain't no angel of mercy. And in any case, I
Mhm.
seriously doubt the 400 victims she had would care about these
Yeah.
things.
All right, well, guys,
Just saying.
as it turns out, our guide has broken his leg, and so things have to happen. So sorry.
Did you just kill him there?
Okay, I get it. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell's Jack doing?
Here I
Is
am
that what you do
sitting
with
here
guys
like, oh
over
my
there?
god,
That
that guy
was-
broke
Look,
his
that
leg.
was a
That's
long
terrible.
walk for that joke.
Now they just shot him.
Y'all were talking too
Yeah.
damn much. We could have done this an hour ago.
Now they just shot him. So now they're gonna break out the wood chipper and damn it.
Yeah, wood chipper. Hell, we're smoking this some bitch.
Oh,
He's still
Throw a little
twitching,
barbecue
still
sauce
twitching.
on him. It'll be good hog bait.
a little long pig.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't nothing wrong with some long pig. Not if you season it right.
Great. Now we're into cannibalism.
Hey,
Yeah,
y'all talking about serial killers? Who knows?
There
I
we
mean,
go. There's our next subject: cannibalism.
Yeah, so that hand was like, no, with even the crossbow.
Oh my.
I don't know what Jack's talking about right now. I'm thinking of cannibal recipes.
Yeah, I got that taste for blood now, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh huh.
We're gonna see Jack on the news. Jack, you're gonna be on the news tonight,
he's
right?
moving over there. He's right there.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be on the news.
Yep. All right, the guy.
What are you guys shooting at? I keep hearing the gun go off.
He's okay. He's good.
Just killing trees?
Yeah.
Oh my.
So yeah.
I gotta
Just so
go.
y'all know.
Bye, D.
Bye, guys.
Bye, D.
Dave.
Later.
Peace.
D splitting. Scared off D.
Bye. I don't need to watch this anymore.
Hey. Maybe.
See
Hey,
what you
if
did,
you want to
Jack.
take the train off the rails, take it off the rails.
She hates us. She
Yeah.
hates us. That's it.
Guys, we fucked
I
up.
do not. Gotta go.
Soon.
I got a call to make.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
And this
D.
will now be the final episode of
We're about to get kicked off. And it happened right when Jack holds a rifle. She's all, I'm out of here.
That's it.
We're blaming you, Jack.
It's your fault.
This is why we can't have nice
I got
things.
big shoulders. I can carry it. Hey,
know,
I'm
we
out
all
here
need to
in
get
the
our own
middle
whistle.
of friggin' nowhere, and it is gorgeous. I wish y'all could see it. Honestly, beautiful.
You could just turn your phone.
Well, yeah, it's kind of obvious.
Oh my god.
I'm afraid to see it though. He's probably
No, no.
sitting like on Main Street. You're gonna see businesses and kids walking,
Yeah.
shooting.
I
their
hope not.
guns
That was
off.
the same way that Lee was shooting his gun.
I know. The kids are all sitting across the street going, "You can't shoot for shit."
And now he's frozen.
Yeah, where's his meme? Somebody
Yeah.
get a picture of
Yeah.
that.
Well, I got so many of his frozen pictures. I really should get those memes going.
You should.
I like those ones where his face is really twisted up.
I'll distribute the screenshot later.
I wish I had pictures of him doing this.
Those are my favorite when he's got his mug and he's
Yep. And then we'll be talking. All of a sudden, he's like, "No, now,"
like,
and he'll jump in. It's like, dude,
no,
we
but
weren't even talking
really,
about that.
Yeah,
no, but really. Oh,
He'll
hi.
jump
Oh.
in.
He's back. Like he can't hear us, but he's back on the screen. Shut up.
Hi,
We love you,
Jack.
Jack.
Oh no, we can't hear him.
Oh, don't tell him. He's all like,
I don't think he can hear us that we can't hear him.
I'm trying to make up dialogue for him right now.
I
I
told you
slipped and
guys.
fell on a cracked
Told
egg
y'all.
today.
It was just 2 times.
We're just
two
gonna turn this
times.
into Mystery Science Theater.
And then they
That's
were.
not
then
my
they-
kid. That's not my kid.
And then there were hogballs and
I did not have
Whatever he
relations.
started saying, it began with what had happened was.
Now he's just staring at us. He's got that killer look.
I really want to know what he was saying now.
Bad lip syncing. This is great.
Okay, Jack,
hi,
go ahead.
Jack. Good.
We're done. No,
No,
You done?
can you hear me
let's
now?
give him a different accent. Who does Scottish? Anybody can do Scottish accent?
I need a lot more scotch.
Of course.
That's not not even a
Lee,
thing. Like,
that's not how you do it.
yeah. I can't slur everything properly if I'm not drunk. I guess it doesn't have to be scotch, but whatever.
We
It's
gotta
what I'm
do
drinking
Lee.
now.
I used to be able
come
to do a
on,
good
man.
Asian voice. Can you imagine Jack talking Asian?
No,
Not
I
being
can't.
able to say
No, like-
L.
I
Oh,
get-
no, Jen, don't.
Oh.
Don't. I've heard you're Asian. You've almost
No,
got-
do it. Do it.
She
Don't
almost got
listen
a
to
ki- she almost
Go
got a
back
kick
to
out of
hell.
a buffet.
you know,
Oh my God, it's white Asian. Miles, let's just go sing, sing, chow, chow.
You stop now. I karate chop it. Ooh.
Oh,
And
That
now
was a
Lee-
desperate look.
Mother Russia.
Lee suddenly showing up. That wasn't
Hey, can you hear me now?
sinister at
How'd they go?
all.
oh shit, we can hear him now.
Jack.
Fuck that bitch. This is Russia. I can't hear you, Jack. I can see what he's saying. It's like, fuck you, damn.
Yeah, it's
5 days. I tell you, 5 days.
all right. So can you hear me?
Yes.
You can.
Bye. He gave up the ghost.
Fuck y'all.
I'm just gonna go squeeze fucking hog balls
All day.
all day. Sounds like balloons.
See what you've been missing all this time you're gone, Damien.
I know, yeah, I need to catch up, don't I? Oh, he's back.
Fuck
Too
me,
much
he's back.
good,
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Because we got a little glitch there in the old giddy up of the system and whatnot. It's all good. But my big question was, out of all of the serial killers, out of all of them, who would y'all consider to be the one? Jack the Ripper excluded because he was never caught, so we don't really know who he was. Who was the most effective?
I mean, they all were.
You know
Yeah, in
what?
their own
No,
way.
if he's talking effective,
Well, no,
I was
it's like comparing Jason versus Freddy versus Michael versus Chucky.
Yeah.
Who was the best?
when I think effective, I'm usually thinking more toward the men were charismatic about it. They lured in the victim, not necessarily they went hunting and found somebody like Zodiac.
Well, in that
or-
case, if you're talking about charismatic, Bundy was probably
Mhm.
the winner on that one.
he had people lining up, and who still probably would once he was in prison.
Oh yeah.
who
And
would have
then
happily just let him
maybe-
do whatever.
And then maybe Dahmer, and then maybe Manson.
Okay.
That'd
That
be my
I
works.
can
top
agree with
three.
that list.
Well, Gacy was able to talk.
To
a lot of-
kids.
Yeah, he was able to talk a lot. Well, they weren't. They were 17, 18, 19 years old.
Yeah, that's when people still trusted clowns.
True.
Nobody trusts clowns.
Not
love
anymore.
Do you love clowns, Jack?
I do. I really love. I actually thought about going. At one point
Clown
in school,
school.
guidance counselor gave me an application for the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus Clown School. Go figure.
That might have been. I
That
forgot the
might have
joke
been
already.
facetious, but I'm not sure.
It's not. It's legit. Literally happened.
Oh no, I was gonna say I believe that I know that there's a school and stuff because was it Steve-O who went
You
to
talk about the jackass guys.
yeah, he went to clown school. He went to the prestigious clown school, if there is such a thing. That to me is an oxymoron, but he went to a clown school. I think it was Steve-O, and he was actually he went through that school he's like whatever they do, certified to be a clown. He's a certified clown, which I mean, we all knew that, but
Well,
yeah,
we
no,
know,
I mean,
that Jack, you're well certified without ever attending
for a
class.
lot. Certifiable, certified
Appreciate that.
for a
Yep.
lot.
Absolutely out of my damn
Yeah.
mind. That's why I'm in the padded room
Indeed,
with
indeed.
the rest of you, by the way. Knuckleheads.
Oh, you're
I think
being
that's
nice
why I
to
love
us.
y'all as much as I do, you damn ding dongs. Hell, I'm literally sitting here in freaking Missouri of all places, hanging out with you whack-a-moles.
Well, that's only because you had to put down your guide. He broke his leg.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do? He was complaining about
Why wasn't he careful? What kind of guide did you get? You guys got
No,
a Dollar
which
General
one of you
guide?
broke his leg?
He tripped and he
One of them
fell,
broke
and
it.
he
Yeah.
skinned his knee, and then he got to crying about it. So we
So you
did
shut
what
him
we
up.
needed to do.
Oh yeah, shut him up. Definitely.
Yep.
I was actually impressed though. It took 2 shots to get it. That was pretty good.
Tough skin.
Mhm.
I'll
There was
back
a
that.
long gap between those 2 shots.
Yeah, do you guys
Well-
just like let him get up and try and make a run for it?
Yeah, we
You're
were
giving
trying.
him
Probably did.
time.
We had to
Need
give
some
him
Giving him a
sauce.
head
Like, "Are you
start.
good? He's good." No, he's not good. Goodbye.
Yeah,
But
sending
we at least got
somebody.
him to clean our meat, for us before we. Now that sounded.
Clean your meat.
Yeah, I know. Shut up. We got him to make sure the hogs were completely dressed, and if I showed y'all
Yeah,
a picture out
dress
there
them
right now,
hogs.
oh,
Dress
we'd
them.
be banned from Facebook for life. There's just blood everywhere. It's gorgeous.
So we've got hog balls. We've got cross-dressing animals.
Yes.
What else could go wrong?
I'll be honest, when you said dressing the boars, I was thinking sundress.
Yeah, and now is eating the ass of a boar after you kill
I
it
knew
for
it.
your first kill, is that like a real thing? 'Cause I did that earlier.
I
and I'm not
do
sure that was a
believe
real
that
thing.
Lee was lying to you.
Probably yes.
Damn it,
You, know,
Lee.
you can't be called a man until you've eaten the asshole of a boar. So you are a man
You
now.
are you're 100% man now.
Like,
And
I
we
must-
didn't get a
I
deer.
must be a
We said I had
girl,
to drink the
right.
And
blood.
now you can never mind. No, I'm not gonna do it because
Did you whistle?
Oh,
Did you whistle
come on,
with it?
Go ahead.
no.
Well, yeah, of course I whistled with it.
I've already got us in enough trouble with D.
She's gone. Trust me, she's not watching.
Yeah, sure.
Now you don't know about that.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
He has about 15 different aliases. She'll pop into these groups under some assumed name, and you don't know who the hell's watching.
Yep.
But she is
Oh.
raw, unwired hog ass.
What's an unwired hog ass?
I don't even know if I want to know.
Oh, I have to know at this
But
point.
butchering an animal. is
No,
fine.
no.
We're-
He
we're
meant
not weird about
unwiped.
eating hog
He
ass.
meant
Right.
Oh,
he meant
unwiped.
unwiped. Gross.
You had to go there.
So
Get
the
the
hog
passes.
you killed had anal leakage. I love you, Jack. You're awesome, man. You're my buddy now.
Contrary to
Talk about
popular
taking
belief,
one for the team.
none of the hogs that we cleared had any anal leakage. I was very disappointed by that, to be honest with you. There was none of that.
He
Now, there
likes
was
it,
a lot of
apparently.
the, as you horror authors like to describe in your books, the blood spurting. Oh, there was some of that. There was plenty of that. Outside of that, nah, nothing came out the ass. They didn't pee, they didn't poop. They just kind of went, there was plenty of that.
Yeah, they tend to just drop or
Yep.
flop over.
Uh-huh.
Hey, now
Gently
that I've
below.
successfully derailed the show while off on vacation, I'm going to officially get out of you guys' hair, go back to talking about the serial killers, and
Get in that
we're gonna
dog's
start
ass.
plotting our next kill.
Yeah. Go get up into that hog ass. $5 says
couldn't
Jack
help
comes
it.
back.
I couldn't help it. Don't do that.
Oh, just before you
Bye,
go,
guys.
Jack, don't go yet.
Wait.
What?
Hog ass is not a cock blocker. Just want you
No,
to know.
it is
It's not a
not.
cock
No.
ring. It won't
It
work.
absolutely is not. In fact, when you see a hog get its tail cut off and it's dead, that's the hog ass, and it stays that way.
That's a
Thank
hog
you for
that's
that
doing
picture.
something that it should not have
You
been
could
doing.
look down into that thing.
And did
thought
you? What
about
else do you
this a-
see?
You thought about this a little bit too much, Jack.
You've shared
Hey,
a little too much.
TMI is my area of expertise.
Mm.
I have to apologize. I should have let him go when he was going.
How did he get the conductor job?
He's off today.
He's the only one that has the hat.
That's right. He has the hat.
All right, plans are changing.
Look, I got an air horn around here somewhere.
If that's all it freaking takes, I'm on the case.
Hey, the sad part about it is I've only recently gotten to start drinking anything. So we're too busy out there with firearms and bows and shit. We ain't out there drinking doing that stuff. So I'm just now
No,
getting
you can't.
started. I'm just in bloodlust mode right now.
Oh,
Blood and ass mode.
ass and blood.
Well, there was ass
Blood
involved.
and ass.
I'm trying to figure out what's going through Damien's mind. I can see something's
Poor
cooking.
Damien. I'm
And he's
sorry,
just like,
buddy.
I don't think I should say this.
I'm just no, I'm just trying to
When
process
should
what I'm
you
hearing.
never say something on this show? Seriously.
He's like, I'm glad I shut myself in the closet today.
I mean, I've had everything from a hog arse to anal leakage to everything. I mean, I don't think there's anything hasn't been covered yet, has there?
somebody
Yeah,
gave
look,
the
if,
big
if
kids
you're
a
worried about
playroom.
saying something embarrassing, we've got you beat. Just go back and watch all the other ones.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There was that whole Fremunda episode.
Fremunda.
Famunda.
Don't forget that,
Jack. Those aren't for
Yep,
touching.
there we go.
Those aren't for touching.
Jack. No. You don't tickle the ball, Jack.
They're not yours. They're
You
not.
Straight
do
yours.
cool
not
dude, man.
tickle the ball.
I quit.
But guys, seriously, peace out because we need to go get us something to eat because I'm hungry and this other meat ain't ready to eat yet.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna eat some more asshole.
Jen,
Okay.
don't
But
leave it.
hey,
Stop.
Okay,
We're
Jack,
saving
we'll
the
see you
balls.
later, buddy.
Hey, look, we're saving the balls. We're going to donate them to a local prison. Let them eat the nuts.
Oh my god.
That one's just stewing
Yeah.
in my brain right now. I'm
That's
like, ugh.
look.
There was a lot.
It's just there was too much.
All right, Dan,
And
give
cheese.
us a movie about hog balls. I'm sure you know.
Oh jeez.
Pig Hunt. Got one. Pig Hunt.
God damn it. Of course you do.
Of course he does.
That's, you watch movies all the time, horror movies. You just keep track of
I
where
just
the weird
love
shit
it though.
is.
I love how we can give you a topic and you're like, yep, I got a movie. Boom.
There's
One
gonna
I'll
come a
never
time.
see. Yeah. I'll
Actually,
never see
Pig
it.
Hunt's not that bad. It's actually a decent movie.
Yeah, you said that about Chud.
What's wrong with Chud?
Oh
Big,
Jesus, what's not
weird
wrong
looking
with
monster.
Chud?
Run.
I didn't even get to
Down the
watch the end of
stern.
it because I just could not.
Okay, you didn't miss anything at the end. The movie did take a dive.
That's like that movie Nope. Have you seen that one yet?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
Nope.
Jesus,
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Just like the title.
So
Nope.
yeah, appropriately named a movie then.
Absolutely. I will tell you, I'm not going to give any spoilers. It was pretty good, in my opinion, up until you figure out what it looks like. And then you're like, yeah, apt to not be. It was a terrible, terrible, terrible movie. Because of the ending, because their imagination, where it ended up going, this was the best that they could do. That's the problem.
And that we're talking about the movie Nope.
The movie Nope, I liked all the way up until the very end when they showed what it looked like. That right there, I thought the rest of it was very well thought out, very well planned out. I thought execution of keeping it hidden, whatever it was, I thought it was great. But the second that you find out what that fucking thing looks like, you're just like, yeah, this is no. Nope.
It just ruins it.
It does. It ruined the whole movie, just the ending. And it was funny because I was watching it back home in Ohio with my son and my daughter and my son's girlfriend. And it was, he had seen it. I am not gonna spoil it, Lee. He had already seen it already. And me and my daughter Reagan were already talking about going and seeing it because I was so excited because I love that guy, the main character. I love him. I don't remember his name, but I love him. I loved him in didn't he do what was that other one with the weird people, the weird white people?
Oh, you're talking about Get Out?
Get Out.
That was a good movie.
That was a
One of
very
the
good
weird
movie.
White people, and all I think is every movie ever.
Yeah, I know that I should have been more specific, but the weird elite white people.
Yeah.
So he was in that movie, and he's the one who came up with, I believe he was the director of Nope as well. I'm not 100% sure, but he was the lead actor. And he, I'm the worst when it comes to music or movies. I don't know directors. I don't know actors. I'm oblivious. If I like a movie, I like a movie. And it's because I like how it played out, not because of who's technically in it. But the lead actor, I think he did a great job with executing everything. I think he did a really good job with keeping it quiet as far as, what exactly it was. And I just thank you, Jack Peele. I know them two guys, Key and Peele. They do a lot of different movies and stuff like that, or different. But okay, so then it wasn't. Yeah, it was Jordan Peele's or something. But Peele wasn't the main character. It was a different character. It was the guy from Get Out. And I like him. I like his acting. I think he does very well when he needs to be stoic, and he can hide so much in his face. But it looks like he hides so much, but he tells you everything. And it's just I think he's a great actor. And
I agree.
He's a
He was
very
really-
good. Yeah, he really, but I hated the end of that movie. And I will, because of what it came out and looked like after that, I will never go watch it again. I was so excited to watch it with my kids. It was mom and kid time. And God damn it, he blew it.
Sometimes I think it's best to leave the imagination to.
Leave before they
brain.
reveal.
Less
Because
is more.
it'll ruin it.
Look
It'll ruin it.
Look at the original Alien. You really don't see the alien that much.
Right.
And it was terrifying.
It
It really was. The only thing you saw was those cabbage looking things.
Yeah, and then the real quick
Yeah, the
reveal in the air shaft. It was like, and that was it. That's what you saw.
Yep. You saw like maybe part of just, this much of the alien's head, and you didn't see the whole body. The closer that it got towards more, 3 and 4, and they were showing full body, I was like, yeah, I'm done. This CGI is shit,
Well,
But-
the first one.
Don't get me wrong. I still love it, and I still love Ripley, and I think she's still a hero.
You had to hide the fact. You had to hide the fact it was a guy in a suit.
Yeah. Yes.
I think
But it worked.
people let go of practical effects a little too quickly.
I
'Cause there's
agree.
some things it just looks better with.
I
Yes.
agree.
Yeah.
I'm huge practical effect.
Like the original, the John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rob
Yeah.
Bottin did all
Those
that.
are all practical effects, and they're awesome.
Yes.
They're awesome, and they stand up well today. You look at the Thing remake, which was
Ugh.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Um,
It was a letdown.
yeah,
It
and
really
all those
was.
effects were digital, and
Yeah.
they
Mhm.
sucked.
With what Jack said and what you guys have said, like playing off the imagination,
Yeah.
the anticipation, that holding it back, that's what makes it scary. You don't. It's fear of the unknown. You still don't know what the hell this thing is that's killing everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like that. I
Yeah.
like not knowing, because to me it's just like, that it's kind of like my whole love of dystopian books. What caused people to go zombie, or what caused the EMP to go off? What, where the what, I don't want to know until way later. And I want to
If
see
ever.
everything, if ever. And sometimes I don't want to know, because it will if you can't execute a good what or why, then for me, you're gonna lose me, and I'll never watch another one of your movies again, or read one of your books again, if I can't get to the point. If I can't while I'm getting there, if I can't give you a great picture, or if I can't get a great picture, then I don't tell me why then, or don't tell me what.
Yeah,
I think it was
Just don't.
it's why you've got the likes of Hitchcock and all them, like the master of suspense, because it just gradually, wasn't it, all the way through.
Yes.
You'd never get the big reveal until towards the end, or if at all, really, for some of them. But
Yes,
I mean,
Jack,
even-
exactly. If you're gonna reveal it, it better be epic. Unlike
exactly
the
right,
letdown
isn't it?
of Nope.
yeah,
Just
reveal
saying.
it or not. But yeah, if it's going to be revealed, it better be worth it. If you're going to invest all that time into it, you want it to be.
God, you spent all that money on that movie, and
Yeah,
it was a joke. We'll just put it there.
Well,
Yeah,
Stephen King pointed out that the monster in your head is always worse
Yep.
than the monster on the screen, the monster on the page. I
It
know.
is.
I mean, those of you who've read what I write, I shy away from specific descriptions.
Yep.
I say, this is who it is. This is where it is. You guys know what that looks like. Fill in the blanks.
Mhm.
Lee, I am not telling you what happens at the end of Nope. I'm not. No. If you want to
Well-
know what it looks like, go watch it. But I advise that you don't. Watch up until the right before the end.
Well, talking about disappointing movies, have any of you seen Beast? The one I'm like you, Jen. I cannot remember an actor's
Idris
name.
Elba and the Lion.
Yeah, the
Is
Lion.
it
It's Idris Elba.
what is it?
Beast. It's about a father, his daughter, and his friend, and they're being stalked by a lion.
Oh, Ibis Eldra.
Oh yeah, I love that guy, man.
He is an amazing actor,
He
but it
is.
looks stupid.
Well, I'm going to try to do this without a spoiler. The cinematography was actually really nice. The acting, as much as I hated most of the characters, was outstanding. It's the story and the dialogue, and it killed that movie. I like a good lion killing movie.
Yeah.
Like what is it? The Ghost in the Darkness. I love that movie.
That's a true story.
That is a true story. But yeah, Beast was a huge letdown. I was looking forward to it, and thank God I didn't spend money in a theater to see it.
Yeah, that's why the way I look at most like the shark movies.
Yeah,
They're just
there's a few gems, and the rest are just really
garbage.
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 I think there was one called The Reef, and it's based on a true story. Down in Australia, the boat they hit the boat on the shoals, it's sinking. They wind up having to swim, and they're getting picked off one by one. That one actually was very suspenseful.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the shark?
Not a lot. I mean, you would see a fin, you would
Mhm.
see come up and take a bite, but they, you know,
Yeah.
they made sure that you knew the shark was there and doing it, but they didn't give you all these underwater shots and things like that.
No, I liked Deep Blue Sea.
Yes, I enjoyed it.
That
Most
was
people
a
hated
very,
it.
I can't even remember what year that was, 1999 or some crap, 96, something like
Mhm.
that. I really enjoyed that movie. Even though you did see what the sharks looked like, and they were not like the normal great white sharks. They were changed and they were,
Bigger.
tinkered with.
Bigger.
Yeah, and bigger and faster, and they could swim backwards unlike regular
Mhm.
sharks. I really liked that movie and how they did it because the cinematography did not make it look fake. It was still kind of hazy, and you still couldn't see 100%. Like it was almost real life, like real water when you were looking at the sharks. I really appreciated that, and I appreciated that you didn't see them constantly all the time. You just saw a nose, the teeth,
Right.
you saw maybe a fin coming. No Sharknado, Tim Brooks.
Oh,
No,
Jesus.
that's what you're saying. I like that movie because you take something that's like we all universally know humans are afraid of sharks. Like it's
Oh
this
yeah,
big,
we are.
big water-bound killing machine, and then you make it fucking smarter.
Yes. Yes.
was the
and
point of
that's
the movie.
exactly what they did. Yeah, it was, but and they used a really good reason for Alzheimer's research.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to cure that? Because that is some fucked up shit
I
where
don't
your
know, but
mind
I'm
just
not gonna-
goes. And of course, in order to, fix that, they have to amplify the brains in these sharks. And what better way? Now
Yeah,
you've got
and to
some.
That movie even
gas
had a
up and
great
pull the cord
line.
on a
It really
fucking wooden-
did. I think that was probably one of my most favorite marine movies.
Like I just didn't like it as a kid because you're basically gassing up and pulling the cord on a marine chainsaw. Like, no, I'm good. Test it on
I
another
didn't
goddamn
like it as
animal
a
that can't
kid.
kill
I
me.
was a freaking adult. Okay. Shut
Okay, look,
up.
hold on. I hang out with you, and that finish there is debatable at best.
Gonna go to
You were
fist here.
older. We hear you talk here. You're like 12.
I like Jack's mention of 47 meters down. I liked that movie. That was the one with Mandy Moore, right? Where they were stuck at the bottom inside the cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that one too. But I did not like. I don't know. I'm still. I'd have to watch it again. But I didn't think that was a terrible movie.
I liked it, and the reason that most of the people I know hated it was because they didn't understand that final scene.
Mm-hmm.
They got all confused. I loved it because this was the first time I ever seen any movie really that deals with the person we're all rooting for that lady to make it out, and then we're getting these visions of her, swimming up just to find out that's what's going through her dying mind. She's still down there and getting eaten.
Oh,
I thought that was
geez.
brilliant.
And see, that was what I wasn't sure of, was whether she was
That was
dead
her
or
death
not.
hallucination. Yeah, that was her.
Hallucination. Yeah.
Morbid
She was
twist.
bleeding out, and that's it. So that was a nice little twist of the movie.
It is a nice little twist. It's nice for once to see. I mean, we all root for people, the good guys to make it. Sometimes the villain, the quote unquote villain, is the one who we root for because they were dealt a bad hand. I guess that's another one. What movie villain have you rooted for?
A lot of them.
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, he got away. Chewed that guy's face off. He's so smart.
He was
Yeah.
just so cool about it.
Yeah.
You know?
I liked the ending where he got back at the shitty warden.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That was
What
beautiful.
did he say? What was that line? I got to go, Clarice. I'm having lunch with a friend.
Yes.
Friend.
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Now that was another one, the follow-up to Silence of the Lambs, the book, which I guess was that Hannibal?
Yeah.
I think Hannibal was supposed to be the first one. Hannibal was supposed to be the precursor, wasn't it?
Wasn't the Red Dragon
I
the
thought
first?
Red Dragon.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe that's I
Well,
think
no, Red
I might be
Dragon was
mixing-
where Lecter
Ralph
was
Fiennes.
introduced.
Right.
There's another movie, I can't think of the name, that's about how he became what he became. It starts in, like Romania or some damn place and goes from there.
I can't think of it.
But the the story that comes immediately after Silence of the Lambs. Jodie Foster originally wanted to get the rights to whatever the next book was. Because she wanted to make a sequel to Silence of the Lambs. But what Thomas Harris did, I don't know if you've read that book, and I won't spoil it, but holy fuck.
Really?
His ending was so twisted, so warped. It's like you get to the end of that, and a good horror story is you get to the end, and the first words out of your mouth are, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
That's a good book.
So know when you got gold in your hand there.
But you get to the end of that follow up to Silence of the Lambs, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because that ending is just fucking warped. And that book came out, and Jodie Foster said no. That's
Too
why
much.
she didn't end up making the follow up.
I thought it was because she just didn't do sequels.
And I think she did well. I don't know. Who
I don't
knows?
know.
Yeah, it's funny that you brought up Hannibal. That was about a serial killer too.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking what was his name? Buffalo Bill.
Who happens
well, it's
to be
fictitious.
in? Is Buffalo Bill fictitious?
I think he is.
Wasn't
I
he
don't
based
know.
on? He was based on Ed Gein, wasn't he?
Yeah, so Ed Gein is probably the most influential serial killer ever.
Agreed.
3 great movies were made based on his life.
More than that.
Psycho,
Hmm.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and Silence of the Lambs.
Yep.
All 3 of those were based on Ed Gein.
I watched a movie called Deranged, which is specifically about him, and it was actually a really good movie. I want to say it came out in the late 80s, early 90s, but I could be completely wrong. But it's all about Ed Gein. And then I think they did a remake where, what's his name? The guy that played Jason Voorhees for most of the movies.
Kane Hodder.
Kane Hodder played him. Kane Hodder turned out to be quite the actor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you always hear about him, talking about his acting skills with a mask on. I've seen a few movies where he's just himself, and man, he really does a good job for a stunt guy.
Well, yeah, but you look at all those Jason movies, clearly, I mean, there's no contest. The ones Kane Hodder was in are better.
Yeah. Yeah, he was able to be menacing without seeing his face.
Yeah,
and that's not easy.
That character with something. Who knows what? He channeled his inner psycho. Who knows?
I don't know.
How do you know Kane?
Kane Hodder?
Yeah, well, I think it's Lee.
Oh,
Says he knows Kane.
see, I stopped reading our subtitles.
Shame on you.
I know. I'm just being lazy now.
I go to all the trouble to keep posting them, and then Dan, fuck you, Dan.
I
Yeah.
know. God damn it, Dan.
I'm such a piece
Oh,
of
of
shit.
course. The haunted house stuff.
Mhm.
I used to
Of course,
build and
that's
run
how you
haunted
know him.
counts.
He's a creeper. I don't know him personally. I'm just saying. He's creepy. He was a guest many times. Well, I mean, you're a creep dick weirdo too, Jason, but
Yeah, but I'm your favorite.
you're not medicated though.
For the betterment of everyone. If you ever feel like a shit show, get online. We'll talk.
And Jen just bails on us, and
Mhm.
Yep, he just has to disappear.
Typical Italian, drop an insult, and leave.
Has anybody seen any good zombie movies lately? I don't think there's anything really new out zombie wise.
No.
Nah,
No.
nah. Can't remember the last one I watched, to be fair. It's been a while since I've seen any decent zombie films.
the Resident Alien that came out before the series did.
I didn't know that. I just know the series.
There was a Resident Alien movie that came out. I think it was called Welcome to. Yeah, I think it was called Welcome to. I don't know, whatever the name of that town was.
Insert town name. I don't think I've seen it.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all.
Huh. I know I watched a movie last night that just came out on streaming, and I've been trying to think of the name. This movie's kind of slow. I mean, it puts slow burn to a test, but the ending was, to me, brutal. And it really, I mean, if I were to tell you what happened, you'd be like, that doesn't sound so bad. But when you watch it, it made me cringe. I'm just like, oh, fuck. You guys are going that route. I wouldn't actually recommend it unless you want to skip to the end, because to be honest with you, the husband's such a little bitch in this movie. I was frustrated most of the time.
Yep, that'll kill it for me.
Yep.
Like, I'm not a big fan at all of found footage movies.
Me either. There's only
But-
a couple I like.
Cloverfield is one of the very few I like, except that the guy who's running the camera all the time is an annoying fuck, man.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like the worst character there.
He
Or
is.
not the worst. He's just the one you want to die,
Oh,
but doesn't.
horribly. Yeah, you want him to be just torn to shreds in front of you in slow motion. But no.
Yeah. No, he has to make it. Well, I guess he doesn't. Nobody really made it to the end of Cloverfield, but good Lord. He
But
was
again, it's
obnoxious.
another one of them ones where it leaves it to the imagination, doesn't it? It doesn't show you what's actually happening.
Yeah, you get
for the most
glimpses.
part. Yeah, that's about it, isn't it? So that's another good one for the suspense that it builds.
Except for those insect things in the subway.
Those were fun.
Yeah, those were fun.
I'm not a big fan of those found footage either. I did like Blair Witch before it came out. You know, when it was, you could get the bootleg online purposely. I mean, no, they set it up. They set it up that way. This was brilliant marketing. Film made millions. I think the first one I ever saw was Cannibal Holocaust, which Jen will just pass out. There's no way you're going to make it through that one. And I noticed that this one called, what is it, Poughkeepsie Tapes?
Poughkeepsie Tapes.
Thank you. That popped up on streaming, and I was stupid enough to watch it.
Yeah.
Worse.
I can't.
That's,
I look at it and I'm like, maybe. And then
it's so
I always
bad.
find something else. And if you're saying it's bad, it must be bad.
It lost the novelty, didn't it? I think the whole found footage genre kind of lost the novelty after Blair Witch. Once it's been done, I don't think you can recreate that.
Well, Blair Witch was a great concept. It wasn't executed well, but it was a great concept.
I thought it was executed pretty well. I mean, they managed. Okay, they didn't do what all these imitators do, which is their cameras linger on stuff too much. You know, when I got my copy of that, my wife and my kids and I sat there and we watched it over and over, trying to see things that were scaring them that were never there in the first place. But damn, if we didn't try to find it, you know, that was awesome. Moto, who was that?
That was me.
Really? Because I know, like Jason, he all dips his head. I'm like, it's got to be him.
No. I actually, instead of being Jen and I conspiring against the rest of you, it's my aunt giving me comments she's not putting here occasionally.
I like that he admitted that the two of you conspire against the rest of us, like we didn't know.
He's a snitch. He's gonna get it when I get
No,
to
I'm
town.
funny.
I've seen her comment. She's actually censoring that shit.
Yeah.
Really?
No need, Rach. No need.
No, there's just some things that's only funny between family. Come on.
Who's? Oh, the end of our day. Our savior is Bruce Campbell.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Jack, I'll give you that one.
Listen up, you primitive screwheads.
Yep. It's one of those movies with a million great one-liners. What do you guys think about the remake? Have you been seeing the new posters that they've been putting out?
No.
The remake for which?
For Evil Dead yet again. There's a third Evil Dead coming up.
No thanks. No thanks.
I'm still waiting. I'm on the fence.
Evil. If you want to make a movie like Evil Dead, but make it serious, call it something else. Evil
Okay.
Dead to me is great because it's so twisted.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
its appeal.
The
It
first
doesn't
remake
make
was
itself-
awesome. I was against that, and I love it.
Well, that was essentially the first movie with a bigger budget.
Yes.
That's all that was.
So now we have another one coming. First
But
poster I
it's
saw
not-
showed a high rise, and I'm like, this could be bad.
But it's not Bruce Campbell.
No.
That's
It's-
right.
You can't have an Evil Dead movie without Bruce Campbell. You just can't. It's like they're talking about redoing the show without Bruce Campbell. No,
What, you're talking about Ash vs. Evil Dead?
I heard they were talking about doing it, but not with him.
Okay, yeah, that's a show you have to have him.
He makes the Evil Dead, doesn't he? At the end of the day, if he's
He
not
does.
Evil
He
Dead.
does.
At the very least, he's look, and I'm not saying it makes it okay, but at the very least, he better have a cameo in it. At the
You would
very
think.
least,
Yeah.
You would think, but
I'm not saying it's okay.
We get what you're saying.
Yeah, and I know what you're talking about now. It's Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead Rise, yes. Thank you.
Yeah. I think I'm in another horror group somewhere where they just post random shit they hear about, and I'm like, all I saw was a poster and no information. I was like, well, you should be kicked out. But
I've been running across a lot of that on Facebook feeds. Somebody will post something up and they won't tell you what the hell it is. There's no picture. I'm just like, how fucking stoned are you, dude? You forgot to put the content into your statement.
yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna have to just pass you on by now.
See, that's what irritates me about most movies of a particular type. The horror movies, action movies, things like that. The people who are making them nowadays have forgotten that the best thing about them is that they're fun. They take themselves too goddamn seriously.
agreed.
Yeah.
Well, and in some cases,
I've been. Yeah.
Oh, you go ahead.
Nah, you're probably gonna say something more intelligent to me.
I doubt it. But
Me too. Me too. I
doubt
just
it
want to
too.
throw you a bone here.
no, with a lot of these horror movies, I feel like a lot of them are just money grabs.
Yeah.
I mean, no, and not even in a good way. Like, it's not fun anymore. Like, it's just a rehashed idea from you're halfway into the movie and you realize, wait a minute, I saw the same thing like 20 years ago. They just threw a different name on it and put different story to it.
Exactly.
Okay, so what I was about to say is kind of hitting on that too. I've been having conversations with Kevin lately because the one thing I'm having trouble with is we're in 2022. Damn near all of the horror movies are coming out, in my opinion, are complete fucking garbage.
Yes.
But I had to take a step back because, reviewing a movie, you can't really throw that into it because you're just going to offend everybody, much like I do here. So I had to take a step back and I had to start realizing, when I got into horror, back in the day, I'm sure there were people that saw movies from the 50s, 60s going, I don't know what this Dan guy's going on about this movie because that's trash. So I'm having to rethink my position. And the millennials are just now seeing this for the first time, and for them, it's epic scary, and for the rest of us, we're like, I could wipe my ass with that and forget about it.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I've been watching movies since the 60s. It's not nostalgia for a bygone era. Okay. And this is shameless self-promotion, but fuck it, I don't care.
Go ahead.
But my idea behind the Epic Mayhem story was, you remember all those great action movies from the 80s and 90s?
And 70s.
And the 70s. Dirty Harry, perfect example.
Dirty Harry.
But the Jerry Bruckheimer, Jan de Bont, even Huey Ball, who I don't like.
You're reaching here.
Who I do not like Huey Ball. I'm not a big fan of his at all.
I was gonna say this would be my last episode.
But the one thing that he had in common with the others is that he didn't take that shit too seriously. I mean, for example, pick any Stallone movie. He fires 27,000 rounds without ever running out of ammo, hitting everything he's aiming at, while the people firing at him couldn't hit the side of Mount Everest.
Yep.
And then, for no apparent scientific reason, shit blows up. That was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. You didn't take it too seriously. It was done with a wink and a nudge. But you look at, action movies today, and they're all, the James Bond, perfect example. The old Albert R. Broccoli, Sean Connery, Roger Moore, those James Bond movies were a blast.
Yeah.
You get to the latest ones, they're all serious.
Yeah,
it lost the fun.
It morphed into something it's a whole new animal today.
I only like some of the Pierce Brosnan's ones because they were just campy enough. I could get behind it. And granted, they're not like the best. They were okay.
Yeah.
But and they tried and failed with the Daniel Craig ones. Like, there's moments where he tries to be humorous and silly, but it's totally overshot because they really went for the whole gritty part. They wanted to make it as dark as possible, which I get, but I mean,
but it's not a James Bond movie. It's not.
Yeah, he's got to be a cocky guy who can win.
Sean Connery having a Bond girl named Octopussy. Oh no, Pussy Galore.
He said it, Jen, not me.
I'm sorry, I'm 12. Every time.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, what was the secretary's name? Miss Goodbody.
Moneypenny.
Oh.
Moneypenny.
Well, who was Miss Goodbody?
That was Spoof, wasn't it? Wasn't that one?
I think that might be the porn you were watching over the weekend.
That was probably.
I'm gonna really have to check my browser.
I'm sorry. Look, I know it's not a James Bond movie, but Austin Powers had my favorite names. Okay,
Okay, yeah, that was the best spoof movie ever, and I don't mean spoof in a bad way.
I'm fuck you. This my sister fuck me.
She couldn't help herself. You saw it cooking.
It was brewing.
Now, those were based on two great movies from the late 60s, early 70s with James Coburn. Our Man Flint and In Like Flint. Great
I don't think
movies.
I've seen those.
Awesome movies. That's where Austin Powers comes from.
Really? I always thought it was from Bond films.
Well, Bond is where In Like Flint came from.
Okay.
Derek Flint is this character that can do everything.
All
There's
right.
a line. There's a line in. I think it was the first one, where the general is telling him this, that, or the other thing, and he said, "Well, no, I was in Russia." Why? What were you doing in Russia? The ballet. You went all the way to Russia to see the ballet. No, not to see it, to teach it. That's how he was good at everything. Everything.
He's the Buckaroo Banzai. Brain
Oh,
surgeon,
damn.
rock star,
Yeah, if you
physicist.
have not seen the second movie In Like Flint will piss you off, Jen. I guarantee it. Because it's about as sexist as it could possibly get. First one, you should be okay with it.
I don't know. I'm not too upset about, I understand that in certain time frames, movies are sexist in nature just because that was the nature of the time. That was the era.
No,
But-
that one is incredibly sexist.
Even for its time, it went over the top.
Oh yes.
Touche. Okay.
You've got these women who are the bad guys, and they lay
Aren't we
their
always
plan out-
anyways?
They lay their plan out for Flint, and Flint's like, "You gotta be kidding! Come on, you're women!"
You can't do this.
And it goes downhill from there.
Was that Lee Marvin?
No.
No,
Why am I thinking of him?
Lee
Because I was
Remick.
going to say.
Lee Remick.
Yeah.
Trying to think of who the hell came to mind earlier. You're talking about
I don't know.
womanizing. I was like, no, a guy like that, he can pull it off.
Wasn't Mel Brooks a huge womanizer as well?
Mel Brooks was a huge lot of things. I mean, have you watched his shit?
I'm sure I have.
Yeah, but he was married to Anne Bancroft for like 40 years.
That's an excuse.
So
Like, I'm just saying, looking at his movies, it's like there wasn't a whole lot of sanity, much else anything else going on up there. Like, wait a minute, you actually wrote this down and filmed it? Look, I'm behind you. I'm just saying.
You guys see that meme about Mel Brooks? They're gonna make the PC correct Blazing Saddles.
It's
Oh,
down to
Jesus,
7
don't
minutes.
touch it.
And
I've never
it's-
seen the movie, but please don't touch it.
it
Yeah.
lasts like 10 minutes.
No, it's all like from beginning credit to end credit. It's like 7 minutes.
No,
Jen,
Jen,
you've got to see Blazing Saddles.
you've
That is
got to see it.
hysterical.
Yes,
that
please.
is one of the funniest movies of all time.
My dad already has it queued up for when I get into town.
Yes, you have to.
There you
Well,
go.
he should. That's a good
Yeah,
father.
I planned on it.
make
I
you-
told him, I said, when I visited the last time, I said, when I come back, you and me will sit here and watch this. And he's like, okay.
And if
So,
it helps,
it's-
which it might, watch it a little drunk. Just
It's,
Oh,
oh,
it's even funnier then.
so I'll have to drink before I go to my, how am I going to do that?
It'll be
No,
fine if you're
I'm-
sober. It's a funny movie.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just the campfire scene alone's enough, isn't it? I think. You can't beat us. Don't make them like that anymore.
No.
But in any case, we have reached the 2-hour mark.
Wow, that was a lot of work. Fuck. No, I'm
Yeah.
just
It
kidding.
did seem to get a little slow there for a minute.
Well,
Yeah, but
we-
then Jack
because
showed
we always stayed on topic, which is
Not
Weird.
normal.
fucking weird, man.
See, I'm
What
not going to be
was
able
wrong
to pop
with that?
in with that. We've been on topic for 3 minutes.
No, we were on topic
We
for
did-
at least an hour.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
a lot of minutes.
This is a landmark episode.
It
We're
is a
never gonna be
landmark
able to do that.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Once in a lifetime.
Let's blame Jack.
Jack's the source of all my problems.
He's the source of a lot of people's problems, it sounds like.
He's just
and
easy.
Lee's including.
Indeed. But anyway, Dungeon Dan,
Yes.
Final
last
thoughts, sir.
final thoughts.
I have none. This show was fun. I'm glad I didn't have to talk about serial killers too much. They do really terrify me.
they can be anyone.
He's gonna have nightmares.
I
And then
probably
he's gonna
am.
have to call someone.
You know, it's going to be you, Jen.
I'll
I
give
couldn't
you my
sleep.
I'll
I
give you
couldn't-
my number because I'll be laughing.
I'll be
Yeah.
recording the conversation.
I couldn't sleep. I had to watch Pussycat just to get over it.
Is
The
this a
old girl
movie or a
band.
porn?
It's a movie.
Yes.
It's really a movie. And it's relatively
Stupid.
fucked up. It's stupid. But at the same time, I'm probably going to watch it anyway.
Of
Again.
course. Yeah, you know, take your mind off of serial killers.
Yep. Jason, what you got for us?
Look, I'm still just impressed we stayed on topic long enough to cover it. Like,
I'm so
know.
proud of us.
I
We're
don't
so
even know
good.
what to do here. But I guess there's a first time for everything, probably a
Uh-huh.
last.
It's a unicorn. It's a unicorn.
Yep.
There you go.
Yes. It's our
We'll
unicorn
call it.
episode.
This was the unicorn episode where we just basically fucked off after we covered everything. And
Yeah.
Then, Jen,
What?
this is what that was the problem. You should have been wearing your phallic symbol hat.
It's packed away.
Oh,
It's in my junk.
It's in your junk? Whoa. What kind of
Wow.
junk's in your trunk?
that was way too much information.
I don't even
Jen-
talk about my junk. What the hell?
Jen, that was spot on. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Oh my God.
Now that I have you all thinking about my junk.
No.
That's the new nightmare tonight.
Oh.
This is this from here on out, throughout history, this will be known as the Jen's Junk episode.
That's what we're going to put under that frozen picture.
Oh,
Jen's junk.
Jesus.
That's it. So, what about you, Jen?
Oh, shit.
Now that you put your junk into
My
it,
junk out for everyone. My junk is out there for everyone to see. I do agree with Dan. Serial killers are scary, but I think it's because they're so unpredictable. I think it's because you don't know. It's not like you can look at someone and be like, they're a serial killer. You know, it's not like
exactly
you
it.
can do that.
You can't
You
figure out who it
can't
is.
tell them from your neighbor. And these people have lived next door to people all their lives and never, you know, the only time some people have seen it or knew that something was off was because they smelled it first. And I'm a
Mhm.
little scared because I don't have a sense of smell. So I'm screwed. I could live next door to a serial killer and not know it. I'd be that perfect neighbor. They'd be like, oh, he was so sweet. You didn't smell the dead body? No, that'd be me. So, yeah, I just, I mean, and in fear of sounding like a heartless person, sometimes they serve a purpose.
Mm.
Oh,
You
do
wanna
explain
continue?
that one. You got to explain that.
You got to
one.
keep going now. You got our attention.
Sometimes they serve the purpose of being the walking Darwinator,
Taking out the scum is what you're saying?
taking out people who shouldn't be. Not and this is I don't want people to think I'm insensitive because every life is precious and genuinely I am appalled at anyone who takes another person's life. I have a hard time just even killing a spider. But sometimes some people are put on this earth for a reason and maybe that was it.
That's
There's a different outlook for you.
That's quite deep, isn't it?
Oh, I'm going to be chewing on that all week.
Probably should have said this one earlier in the
So,
show.
so now Damien gets to follow that.
Yeah,
Well, I
follow
don't
that, Damien.
I don't think I can. To be fair, that was quite philosophical, that wasn't it?
Might be a little
Um,
insensitive, but
I think it's a lot to think about, isn't it? I don't know. I think serial killers in general, there's always that fascination about them because they kind of deviate from what we expect the norm to be. And it's that deviation that I think intrigues people a lot of the time. You know, what makes them tick, why do they do it, what's the motive behind it. But yeah, I think overall they are just quite interesting, aren't they? In a good way, of course. in every best way possible.
Well, see, the beauty of writing horror is that we get to admit that serial killers are cool.
And people won't try and commit
And
us.
people won't try to commit us. Exactly. So what have you got going on, Damien? Talk about your books.
Books.
Yeah.
What do I write? Right, I'm working on book 3 of the Virus series at the minute. That does include serial killers. Funny enough, who are up against zombies. So if anyone's interested in that kind of stuff, feel free to check out the Virus and the subsequent books that come after that.
Very good.
It is a zombie. It's a zombie story.
It's a zombie story, yeah. But
You would love it, Dan. It's a very good book. I read the first one. I'm working on the second one eventually. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys mentioned it because I've passed that by thinking it was a vampire book, and I'm just not in the mood for vampire stuff.
Nope.
So I'm gonna pick up book 1 then.
Pick it up.
So it's a zombie story set in the UK, and I try to deviate away from the whole good guy saves the world type thing. It follows a bunch of convicted murderers, or convicted murderer. He's a bad guy, and it's kind of like a war with your conscience. Do you want the bad guy to actually win and survive, or do you want the zombies to tear him apart? It's not really apologetic in how he acts and things like that, and that kind of gets explored more in the second book, where again it's just serial killers and psychopaths and horrible people, and it kind of puts the whole depths of human depravity into the spotlight as opposed to the zombies by the second book. But yeah, I'm currently working on the third book at the minute, which I'm pulling my hair out with at the minute, to be honest with you. But it's getting there. It's getting there.
That's the way these things go sometimes, man.
Every time.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I got a new series to start.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I mean, there's only so much zombie stuff you could take in one go. I think I'm a bit zombied out at the minute.
Well, that's why I had to get away from zombies.
Yeah,
I wrote
there's only so much.
9 damn books. That's enough zombies.
That's a lot.
You
Yeah.
freaking lightweights.
But I'm only up to
live
book
and
3
breathe
and it's killing me, to be fair, so I don't think I could ever get to book 9. But I think you keep on writing about zombies ripping into flesh and you start getting a taste for yourself, don't you? So I need to deviate away from that kind of stuff before it gets too far.
Maybe that's what changed Ricky.
That might be.
He went from zombies to his
Lit
the new genre.
RPG.
Yeah.
You need that break sometimes, I think, don't you?
You do.
I think so.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, look how Jeff turned out after 9 books.
Jesus.
Yeah, and you're loving every minute of it.
I am. I'm actually re-listening to the whole series because I haven't finished the last 2.
Mhm.
And I'm up on to Zombies Don't Surf. I'm almost done with that one, so I'll be jumping into the next.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's a great storyline.
Next Sunday, Jen, Jack, and Dan and I will be doing a shameless self-promotion all about Epic Mayhem.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. This has been such an amazing book.
I know.
Thank you.
I had nothing to do with it, but
Well, no, that's not true. I mean, I have fed off of your guys' enthusiasm.
I'm glad because we
Yeah.
are really stoked about all of it. This book is amazing, and just beta reading it. Holy crap.
know.
I am so excited.
I've got my pre-order in.
Yep, me too. Me
I'm
too.
gonna probably buy the.
Yeah, and whoever's listening, Amazon, Epic Mayhem, you need to order that book. You are not going to be upset about ordering that book or any subsequent books after.
I love her.
This book is I can't even begin to describe how amazing this book is and how
And it's fun.
it is fun, and it's not even a real place, and it's just
Well, that's
God damn it, just buy the goddamn book. Buy the goddamn book and just read it.
Yeah,
If you
me and
don't
Jen are
leave
about to
your
go.
house,
your next show, that whole show is going to be done right here, right now. Jen and I are like ready to start talking. I thought that was tomorrow. Is it next Sunday?
It's next Sunday.
The 25th.
Yeah,
Fuck, I
25th.
have to wait that long. Damn it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go talk to the wall.
We can't do it without Jack. So
No, I'm just kidding.
He's
Yeah.
off crossbowing things.
He's off playing with assholes.
tickling
So-
dog balls,
Playing with assholes and balls and shooting guys.
licking assholes.
Diddling things.
How are we going to do that without spoiling
Could you?
Epic Mayhem?
Well, I mean, we can
Can't
do
help
it. We can do it in the same way I've done it, which is talking about action movies, why there was so much fun.
Okay.
That's the way I've written this series. It's not serious. The whole thing is a joke. The violence is over the top.
No, it's over the top. I'm telling you, this book is just fuck the blood, the body count.
I love it. Oh my
Me
God, and the
too.
body count.
The body count.
And I'm sorry, but the way you portray me in this book,
I know.
freaking spot on. You couldn't.
Oh God, that's
it's almost-
frightening.
It is. It's
To me, I
almost
mean-
as if I sat here and wrote my own parts, because you're responding exactly how I would have.
You're channeling Jen.
He
You need help.
is.
All I've done with your and Jack characters is I took your basic personalities and cranked them up to 11.
Mm.
That's all I did.
That's 11.
Can't wait to see
Oh.
what 15 is.
Oh,
Well, if I get too spoiler, I'm going to turn my mic off and do this, and I'm just going to spoil the whole fucking story, and nobody will know.
It's
And I'll
so
feel
good.
like I
cannot
got it
wait.
off my chest.
God, I
Like,
cannot
oh.
wait. I am so
Now
excited.
that's Sunday. On the Monday following that, Scott Baker and
Yeah.
I on Battle Tested History will be doing Jack the Ripper
Oh.
because it is the 25th. All right, let me double check this. The 24th, I believe, is the anniversary of. Yeah, the 24th, which is Saturday, is the anniversary of the Dear Boss letter.
Oh.
And the 30th is the anniversary of the double event when he killed 2 women in one night. So on the 25th, the 26th, we're going to be doing Jack the Ripper. Jen, you're more than welcome to come if you want.
Sweet.
you know, that's honestly my favorite part of that whole story, simply because the running theory is how he got interrupted. And that's why there were 2 murders that night.
Well, there are some people who believe only one of those was his.
Oh, yeah.
I hear a
I
lot
said
of different
theory. I
theories
said
about
theory.
it.
I said theory. When you got a madman running around your neighborhood, it's a good time to get rid of, your ex or whatever the hell the motivation might have been.
Yeah.
I always sneak in. I always try to watch that podcast with you and Scott,
Mm.
and I missed the last one. I watched the recorded version. The last one where you're
Okay.
talking about the Nazis.
Yeah.
God, I wish I was able to respond to that one. I would have thrown you guys all kinds of zingers. But since I know we're doing Jack, you guys are doing Jack the Ripper, I'll be in the audience fucking with you.
There we go.
Excellent.
Doing my job.
I
Excellent.
probably will not. That'll be Monday the 26th. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be settled. I'm driving this starting tomorrow, so
When do you start your 911 job?
I am not 100% sure. I have to be there before Wednesday so that I can take my physical and fingerprint stuff, and then I'll have probably October 1st.
And then she'll be booked that afternoon. Anyway. What?
Yeah. Don't tell the people calling in to fuck off.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
not.
try.
No,
That's
that's
the
not
first
okay.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed. It's
No.
frowned upon.
It's frowned upon.
Oh shit! I got
I
just for
know.
the wrong reasons.
I know.
Just mute your mic. You can cuss them out all you want.
Oh, hopefully I have mute. Hopefully you do it in time.
Well,
Put your thumb on there.
what we had when I was dispatching in the Coast Guard
Uh-huh.
is the phones had the handset had a button in the middle of it. You held it down to talk
And you'll
and
let,
released it. Because I was always on like 2-3 phones at a time.
Right.
So you needed to release that thing. So you could say all sorts of shit.
I
As
figure
long as
if
you
as long as
remember-
I'm outside of the building, I'm okay. So if I make sure that I just don't say anything nasty until
Just
I'm
be
outside
sure
of
you're
the
not-
building,
so
which we all know how that'll work.
you're saying basically you're going to be fine as long as you're not on the phone.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that should be easy enough. It's not like it's part of the job.
That's awesome.
I can't wait to see this.
I'm
I
so
can't wait.
screwed.
I'm gonna get to hear all the horror stories firsthand. This is gonna be great.
I'm so excited. Yeah, because I'll have to go over to Jason's and be like, Jason, guess what?
Did you tell a frequent flyer to go fuck themselves?
No.
She's going to get. I could,
But I'm
she's gonna ask-
suspended for 45 days. I haven't even gotten there yet.
And on that note, thanks everybody in the panel for being here. Thanks for all the great comments.
Yes.
Jack, you're an idiot, but I love
We
you.
missed you, Jack, kind of.
Have fun with your
Sort
pig balls.
Yeah. Enjoy the hog balls.
You fucking guys.
Exactly. We'll see you in 2 weeks,
Bye.
folks.
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.